Your feature presentation is about to begin. A Zips television production, Goofing Off presents Movie Snobs, the watch-along podcast. Get your tickets, find your seat. Get nice and comfy because the show is about to start, folks. Enjoy the picture. Oh.
Welcome back to Movie Snobs, everybody. My name is Caleb Morgan, and I'm really glad to be back for another episode of Movie Snobs, the watch-along podcast. It's really great to be back for another excuse to watch a movie with all my friends. So I'm happy that we're this far into it. So this episode, we're watching a very big movie. We've only done big movies. We did Robots last episode. One of the biggest movies ever to ever do it. Before that, we did Into the Spider-Verse. It's a little niche compared to Robots, but I'm sure you maybe have heard of it. And then the first movie we did, obviously, was Revenge of the Sith. But now we're back for another George Lucas feature, but it's not Star Wars. He wrote this one. It's Raiders of the Lost Ark. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's pretty cool. Came out in 1981. It's a really, really niche movie. Not many people talk about it anymore. But I don't know how many people even know the words Indiana Jones. I don't even know how many people know those words. But we're watching it today. We'll see what you guys think. I'm just kidding. It's really good, and it's obviously a really famous movie, really famous franchise, and I'm really glad to talk about it with all of my co-hosts, my guests. First up, I want to introduce to Clayton Schrock on my left, right there. How's it going?
Pretty good. I also just want to add real quick, I just looked up the box office gross for Robots, which was $260 million, compared to Raiders of the Lost Ark, which was $390 million. So really close.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
Robot is
pretty close. I don't even know if you can really compare it because of inflation. So
I also donated $100 million after the box office showing ended. So
yeah. So yeah, Robots is just better than
I'd say so. Yeah. So I'm happy to introduce you.
Oh, thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah, thank you. And do you want to say hello to anyone?
Hi, Kyle.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
You mean like you mean like not in the chat?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess shout out
Kyle.
and everyone that just graduated from the class of 2020.
Wow.
Every single person.
Every single.
You're gonna date the episode.
It's 2020, guys. Oh no.
Next up, we got Dylan Bowe. How's it going, Dylan?
Pretty good. It's another one of my favorite franchises we're doing.
Whoa. Are you wearing a...
Behind Robots.
Behind Robots.
The one movie franchise.
Are you wearing a vest?
I am wearing Han Solo's jacket from the hit movie Solo, A Star Wars Story.
Ah, the biggest...
Oh, that's the guy from Blade
Close
Runner.
to Indiana Jones.
So this is one of your favorite franchises as well?
Yeah.
Up there? Is this your favorite of the franchise?
Not of the franchise. I think that's Last Crusade, but it's second.
Yeah, Last Crusade gang.
Kyle Glockner and Drew Brown once again. How's it going?
Yeah, it's going. What's up, Caleb? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Nice to see you. You guys are hanging out every time we do this.
You bet. Yeah, it gives me a reason to clean my room.
It gives you reason to get rid of the mouse.
I had to. I think there's still one vibing over here, though. I hear some wrestling.
It's
So
his
But
big
we may have a
brother.
third guest on this camera.
It's his Emil to his Remy. It's the big boy. That's a Ratatouille reference.
See how the night goes.
What do you guys think of Raiders?
I haven't watched it in a while, but I'd like it. I watched it. I forget how long ago, but I haven't watched it in HD because my parents have it on VHS. And I've watched it on that, and I've seen it on VHS.
There he is. Clayton has it. The Raiders blanket.
Ooh, the Raiders.
Oh, yeah, the movie where Indiana Jones plays football. It's pretty good.
That one.
This is definitely not the best movie, which is The Last Crusade.
Which is the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Well, someone mentioned it.
Drew, get out.
Y'all just can't handle the truth. Drew is truly spitting facts right now.
I've never seen that one.
Don't.
Wait,
Really?
I
I
haven't
thought
seen
it was
that.
good.
yeah, it's
That's my hot take.
a movie that was made.
Doesn't he
by
like
people.
go
Got Shia
into?
LaBeouf.
Doesn't he get into like a fridge and it like saves him from an atomic bomb or something?
I think of all the scenes that people hate on that movie for, I think that one's not too bad.
It looks cool.
The
No, you're right.
the one that no one talks about, but it's the worst, is when Shia LaBeouf is swinging in the jungle with monkeys.
Yep.
Going,
Yep.
Why is
going the
that-
speed of a vehicle.
Wait,
Why
really?
does that exist?
I think you're objectively wrong.
There's literally a car chase, and then Shia LaBeouf is maintaining speed on guns.
Everyone's like, "Oh, the fridge was terrible," and it's like, really? That was your hang up on the movie where Shia LaBeouf swings like Tarzan to the vine?
I gotta watch it now.
Yeah, Indiana Jones is
Guys, they're both on Netflix. Should we just cancel it and just watch this
Right now.
Crystal Skull right now.
All right, redo the intro.
You know, we were talking about how we did want to watch a bad movie one of these days.
Well, Kyle,
In theory, we could switch.
moving from to I hate this. All right. Cut. Okay. Juan, you're wearing the hat. How's it? You obviously know somewhat about this movie because you bought the hat. So, what do you think about the movie in general? Beyond
I don't
the
know what you're
apparel?
talking about. I just thought it was a cool hat. No, I've been a fan of the franchise since I was a kid. I grew up with these movies, just like the Star Wars franchise, and yeah, love these. My favorite one also happens to be Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Oh wow,
Great movie.
three Crusade fans. Wow, or I think
Yeah.
yeah.
But this one, I mean, I like all the original three, but definitely Last Crusade is my favorite. But this one is great too.
Yeah. This is a good time, I think, because you kind of like. Did you see Raiders in theaters, maybe, or ever at
No,
all?
I was too young for that.
Oh, wait,
I was
yeah,
born
no,
in
never
'80,
mind.
so this movie came out in '81. So
Oh no, I'm sorry.
just missed it.
I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good.
God. But I did want to bring up, like, I looked at, like, I was just curious, like, how hot, like, Harrison Ford was at this time, like, in terms of, like, the movies he was getting and how he looks.
Oh.
He
Well,
looks hot.
I have a fun fact for you. Originally, the person casted to be Indiana Jones was Tom Selleck.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I feel like he would have done a good job, honestly.
Still hot.
He's still hot.
Yeah.
Both are still hot. I don't know. I feel like Tom Selleck's younger. I don't know. I may be wrong.
But Harrison Ford can fly a plane.
He can fly a plane.
Yeah,
Fly a
crashing in
plane.
the-
He can't
I think
land
Tom
it.
Selleck
He
is
can-
dyeing his hair.
Ah, yes, lands.
Listen to listen to Harrison Ford, who I feel like I've heard stuff like how he got the role in Star Wars was like kind of like by chance. I think Clayton knows a lot about that, but
Yeah, he was just filling in and reading lines, just as kind of like people to bounce off of him, like with the script.
yeah,
And they're
I
just
think
like,
Kurt
yeah, just take it.
Russell was like one of the potential, or no, Burt Reynolds was too for Han Solo.
really. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that would crazy.
Harrison
Harrison
Ford.
Ford's just a cool guy doing stuff with hot tubs.
Yeah. So he goes.
He was working as a carpenter on set, I believe.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
And I think George called somebody called him because he had worked with George before with on American Graffiti,
Yeah.
And they thought like, hey, well, remember this guy that was an American graffiti for a quick second? He's working as a carpenter back there. You want him to come in and read lines, and the rest is history.
The rest is, and listen to his run he makes, and this is pretty much all he does in the years. So he goes from being a carpenter and just a fill-in 1977 for Star Wars. He lands Star Wars. Obviously, we know the rest about that. But 1977, Star Wars. 1979, Apocalypse Now. 1980, Empire Strikes Back. 81, Raiders. 82, Blade Runner. 83, Return of the Jedi. 84, Temple of Doom. That's pretty wild. I don't think that run has ever been really done like that, like ever. I mean, I know
And
it's
he
like,
wanted out.
Yeah, I don't know.
He didn't want to do Star Wars.
Yeah.
And now he just keeps violating California airspace
Yeah.
like no other.
He made like
Pretty cool.
enough money out of like 8 movies for like 10 lifetimes. Like it's nuts. I don't even understand it. Yeah, Michael, you obviously have a big attachment to the 80s. This is a huge 80s movie. It kind of kicks off the decade, kicks off the 80s blockbuster feel, I feel like, in a way. Very triumphant movie. What do you think about Raiders?
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I've known the movie ever since I was a kid too, because my brothers always liked Indiana Jones movies, so I always watched this. I will say I haven't seen like the sequels quite nearly as much as this. Like I've probably seen Temple maybe like twice, and then Last Crusade probably around the same amount. But I love Raiders. I've seen it so many times.
Yeah, it's really good. And I know Kyle Reynolds, it's one of your favorite movies. It is your favorite movie. What is it?
It is my favorite movie. Raiders is just like if someone ever asked me like, you know, what the perfect movie was, it'd be like this, and I would take them through that movie, like show them every single part about what I love, what's amazing, and it's like, here's why like this decision they made is so cool. Here's why the shot is like one of my favorite shots of all of cinema. Like it's just spectacular. Like I mean, the script, the cinematography, the music, like everything, dude. It's just tip top.
Tip top.
So I'm excited.
I'm excited to watch it with you. I haven't seen it in a while. I'm watching it on my personal copy. This is I think maybe like the second time I've watched it on this DVD, and probably like the third time I've watched it in general. So I'm excited to see it again because it has been a while. Nick, when's the last time you've seen it? Do you have a certain attachment to it?
It's been a while since I've seen it. That's for sure. I definitely remember really liking it, and Indiana Jones as a whole, I really like, even though not the best success ratio on the whole franchise. I'd say 2-1. I love Last Crusade. That's my favorite Indiana Jones movie. But Raiders of the Lost Ark, like people have said, great kickoff. I mean, if John Williams is composing, I'm gonna watch it. I love his stuff, and his scores are always great. So I'm genuinely excited to rewatch this and enjoy it all over again.
Yeah. All right. I think that's well said. I think at this point there's not much left to say, and we should just watch it. So we're gonna watch it along, give a live commentary to the whole movie, put on our headphones, vibe
It's
out.
my favorite roller coaster in Disneyland. If that's any.
I've never been out there.
It is a good ride.
And it's only in Disneyland, not in Disney World, but it's amazing.
I've not.
Well, they have an Indiana Jones thing in Disney World, but it's not a roller coaster.
Oh, well.
It's like a little.
Man, I really want to ride the ride, but I feel like they're probably gonna.
Oh no! Wait,
replace
no.
it soon.
Sorry, it's not a ride or anything. It's like a show.
Oh.
I was thinking of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Pirates is also a great ride
Yeah,
in both parks.
The Indiana Jones stunt show though is really cool also at Disney World.
Well, there you go.
Let's go watch that.
All right.
I would
do a podcast live watching a Disney show. All right, guys.
Well, Disney.
Why isn't this on Disney Plus then? If Disney owns it,
I don't think Disney owns the film rights to it.
Oh, okay.
And
if they do, then Netflix probably had it contracted before Disney Plus was created, like how a lot of the movies are.
Because isn't this
Probably because
Universal?
they should own it. It's part of Lucasfilm.
Yeah, I think it's just the previous agreement with Netflix.
Oh, okay. Well, then there you go.
I gotcha.
All right, guys, are we all at 000?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
All right, I'll count down from 3, and on 1 we play. I think that's probably different from what I've done in the past, but
Sorry.
I don't know. So on 1, okay. 3, 2, 1. All right.
Oh no, buffered.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Mine's loading.
Oh,
Way to
no.
ruin it.
Should we just start from the beginning?
Let's just start
No,
from
no,
the
no, it's fine. It's fine.
Well, we gotta start from the beginning again.
Because that intro's amazing.
The intro's really good.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go back to 000.
So sorry.
We'll go back to 0.
This is embarrassing. Okay, now I'm good. I hit the play button and immediately started like the red scroll wheel.
All right.
Yeah, I did the exact same thing, Kyle.
We're good now though.
We're good
I
now.
promise.
All right,
All right, 000.
Yeah.
audience.
Yeah.
Audience, this happens sometimes. No.
Sorry for the tease.
Material movie stuff.
Even goats stumble down on a trail. When they're going.
Man,
Everyone knows.
All
cool
right.
analogy, but just not well said.
I made it up on. I don't think that's an analogy, but I wanted to run with it.
I'd say stick with it. Yeah, it's
You heard
good.
it here first, everyone.
You can credit me on that one. Okay. All right.
Even on a hill or whatever.
All right. I'm gonna count down the same way. So on 1, when I say 1, just hit play. All right. 3, 2, 1.
We're good.
All right. Paramount Picture.
Paramount Picture.
This intro really is really cool.
This is man. This first 10 minutes is like one of the best
Mountain to Mountain.
things ever created.
Doc Ock in the
That's the thing that the goats would stumble down.
I just
Pay attention. I love how long they wait to show his face.
Is that the Jurassic
Like,
Park font?
Similar.
No,
Not far off.
it's close though. It's got like the
phosphate
line
inline.
inside
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
It's phosphate inline, but like a serif.
I really do.
Is that Doc
Like
Ock?
you just see a silhouette
Yeah.
for a bunch of shots, but you don't like see his face for like a good couple of minutes. It's so cool.
Yeah.
I do want to hit on the fact that I do love a movie that like plays with like the studio logo, and this movie is like maybe one of the best ones of that, where it just like fades in from the Paramount logo into an actual.
Yeah.
Hey,
I think the best one is Kid with the Crystal Skull, where it turns into a prairie dog hill.
Oh, there you go. Robert Watts, you love to see him.
A good way to have opening credits, but like not just like waste time, I guess.
Donkey.
I mean, they're definitely like building character. Like they're teasing each of like his kind of like attributes and like characteristics that he's iconic for: his hat, his whip, his mannerisms.
The birds.
Ooh, haunted house.
Man, Doc Ock in one of his
There he
first
is, yeah.
roles, Alfred Molina.
That's Doc Ock.
Yeah.
That's Doc
That is
Ock.
yeah, on the left.
Oh yeah,
Dr.
no, I
Ock.
can see it. Dr. Ock.
Yeah.
Screenplay by Lawrence Kasdan, George
You got all the
Lucas,
Star Wars.
Philip Kaufman.
Lucas.
So I'm ahead of you guys. That's weird.
I don't
Talk about
like
it.
that the directed by is such a different font than the names.
Yeah, he really wants to hit it. How big was he? Was this what made it Spielberg like a household name, or did Jaws already do that?
I think Jaws already did that.
Yeah.
Pretty much Jaws.
Okay,
And Close Encounters also.
right.
Yeah.
When was ET for him? Was that after all this?
Who was ET?
It was
Yeah, 82.
CTV.
Or 82.
CTV? Make media? Make it
That's what I thought
different.
you were gonna say.
Was it?
Was it Netflix?
What movie? I don't know if this is an actual thing. It's just something I've heard. But like, I know that primarily like movies were really popular, like in the winter time, because that's like when most people go see them. But I heard like a thing that one movie came out in the summer,
Jaws.
and that like changed like the trend. Was it Jaws?
I think it was
Star
Jaws.
Wars came out in summer.
But Jaws was
Was it?
before that, right?
There's like a movie that came out that like, really just like changed the trend. That like
Yeah.
summer
Jaws
became like
came in '75.
maybe it was Jaws.
No one's spoken yet in this movie. Pretty cool.
Like I screamed.
Yeah,
they,
somebody
they,
screamed.
they always talk about how they had a line.
And you just now see his face. To watch this movie for like 3 minutes, following this guy.
Was
and
it
now
Alan
you know what he looks
Carpenter?
like.
Also, just the tone, the color tones in everyone's face is just
Yeah.
so perfect, and like the lighting is so great.
Also, that guy went all that way though, and he got hit on the wrist with a whip. He's like, "I'm out."
Didn't even pick up his gun, just like in a chill way, just like, hey, can I just at least take this?
Keep it.
It's like I paid a lot of money to take this, buy this gun. Also,
This movie
I always
reminds
was
me of King Kong, the Jack Black one. Can't think of him.
Yeah.
That's a good
A
movie.
little bit. It gives me that vibe.
I like the King Kong with Jack Black. I really like it.
Yeah, I do too.
I think it's way better than like any
Skull Island.
Yeah, way better than
Cool.
Skull Island.
I also like Skull Island.
I like the visuals of Skull Island, but I feel like the story
Yeah,
was a
definitely
lot
visual.
of.
I like the monkey.
Is that a monkey?
Monkey fan, what can I say?
The part in King Kong where he like rips open the T-Rex's mouth. There's been nothing in a movie like that. I feel like,
Except for the original King Kong, where they do that exact thing.
But
There's a scene
it's
in that
better.
movie that scared me. When, like I had to go sleep in like my mom's room as a kid, where like Bug eats Jack Black or something. I don't remember.
Is it the scene with the bugs?
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
I could never watch that.
I hate the spiders in this.
For some reason, I remember it's like burned in my brain that when King Kong first came out and we saw it in the theaters, for some reason, like all family left to like go get snacks, and like it was just me right as the bug thing happened, and I freaked out.
The bug thing in King Kong is awful. Speaking of bug thing, he just had a ton of spiders on his back, and I hate that as well.
I would leave if that happened.
I think we should just keep all of Indiana Jones to talk about King Kong.
Okay.
Please,
thanks for
Please bring on
Kyle Reynolds.
I'm
is
really
so
excited for King Kong versus Godzilla. If that hasn't been delayed, I think that comes out in November.
That scared me.
This is this is so good. This is really good. I
think one of the things I like about the ride so much too, where like the Pirates of the Caribbean, obviously the Pirates of the Caribbean ride was before the movie, so they based the movie off of that. But like they updated the Pirates of the Caribbean ride with every movie, but the Indiana Jones movie, they just kept it to this one. I feel like, unless I'm like forgetting something, but like
that makes sense.
Like they never like really did too much, and I love that because I mean they just nailed it off the bat.
I feel like the whip, to like give your hero that as his primary weapon in a way, it's just like such an interesting move. I feel like that's just like such a unique thing. Like it's just as unique as like
it's like every hero has a sword or a gun.
Yeah,
this guy just has a whip.
Play the Indiana Jones video game for Super Nintendo, where his whip is his primary weapon.
I played.
It's also
Lego
a really good way to keep the movie PG because then you don't have to do blood or anything.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and then he shoots a guy.
Yeah, but they don't show blood.
Oh,
bro.
Good thing it's all in the exact spot.
I have more experience with Indiana Jones through that video game than I do with the movies. I played that video game so much when I was a kid, like I beat it more than once.
I think that's like, for some reason, like it took a long time for people to figure out that like adventure movies and like that's a video game obviously, but adventure movies are so cool.
I see.
And,
I don't think Goonies would have been made if this wasn't made.
Probably not.
Look at this shot. Look at this shot.
Oh man, our third guest has arrived.
I feel like so like obviously like a lot of people like don't like some like modern movies because they play off of like tropes or stereotypes so much that like when you go back to the older movies that like establish those like kind of tropes, like they're obviously like not cliche because they did it first, but like were there like any movies that really like did like booby traps and kind of like this like ancient tomb kind of style, like, or was this kind of like the groundbreaker for the industry?
I feel like this
There's some precedent to stuff like that, but in reality, the whole booby trap to be like a consistent thing that characters have to work around puzzles in some ways. This is definitely a groundbreaker for that. And you know, since the Goonies was mentioned, Steven Spielberg, by the way, had a lot of influence in the Goonies as one of the producers for it. So, you know, but if you think about it, not many movies even today have the same level of play um, with puzzles of this kind.
Yeah. No, I mean, like I've seen it played off as like jokes or like what would you call it? Like just like references, obviously, to like so many iconic scenes from this movie. But I can't think of like anything like from movies before this that really did anything similar.
Yeah.
I love how like just how high the stakes are, like so early. Like this is such a powerful and like intense opening to a movie.
9 minutes in, our hero could die.
A really big betrayal already. Oh.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I forgot that he dies right there.
No blood at all.
I need to hire these people to set up my security system at home.
Yeah.
I read
also before
I'll be like back to age like 1105.
the boulder. That's so cool.
Did anyone play the Crash Bandicoot game?
Yeah.
I played the Indiana Jones video game on the Super Nintendo.
With the Triceratops.
I read before doing this that the boulder is like he did all the stunts for it, and like the boulder actually weighed like 300 pounds, and very easily could have like messed him up. Oh.
The boulder in the ride is just a hologram. Why don't they just do that? Gosh.
By the way, one movie that I can think of that had some of these like elements is the classic Jason and the Argonauts. I don't know if anybody has seen that one.
Mm-mm.
I've not.
I've heard of it.
It's great. It for people who would like stop motion animation, it has a great battle between Jason and these like skeletons. It's a very iconic scene in film history.
Huh.
Oh,
I
maybe
watched
I've
that
seen
in
bits of it. It does sound familiar.
I watched it in a mythology class.
Yeah.
Is Juan? Have you seen a Treasure of the Sierra Madre?
Yeah, I have.
Is that kind of? I haven't seen it, but just like from the name of it, I always kind of thought it was maybe like similar.
I didn't think so, but
Okay.
I mean, I can see why people would say that.
I haven't seen it. I just think like Treasure, maybe thought it was similar.
Yeah.
Man, if you were a kid and this didn't make you want to run through your woods in your backyard and look for ancient artifacts, I don't know what would.
Yeah,
Another iconic
But
there.
I love this. I
This
think one of
is
my
good.
favorite things about like Indiana Jones the character is like he's obviously really cool and like amazing, but he's also like human. So like he's like screaming and running for his life from all these like natives that could very easily kill him,
Yeah,
and it just makes him very it makes him very believable.
he's very.
This looks like Marty running from the Indians in part 3.
I think that scene inspired the joke in Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
It also kind of looks like Pirates of the Caribbean when Sparrow's running from all of them.
Oh wow, yeah. Pirates owes a lot to this, obviously. I mean,
And by the way, the airplane makes the sound effect that the Millennium Falcon does at some points
Really?
when it's kind of like
there.
trying to get started.
Have you ever
Yeah,
noticed that the sand speeder from like A New Hope makes the same sound as the time machine when it flies?
Yeah, the DeLorean.
Oh yeah.
snakes.
Like,
Everyone.
The microphone has fallen. We're gonna.
This is when we really get some characterization, I feel like, of who Indiana Jones is. He's like kind of curmudgeon-y, kind of like, I mean, he's obviously really cool, but like he hates snakes. Like,
Well, and then like you go back and he's just like this like nerdy tweed jacket wearing professor.
yeah.
Like,
When I was a kid, I built this school out of Legos.
Oh, really? That's cool.
What look do you guys like? Cleaned up, dressed all nice? Do you like in the middle of the woods, Indy?
That's how I look when I'm in Juan's class. I like the both. Both
Yeah.
looks are great.
In their own respects.
Is that how
You got a Monday
classrooms
through
used to
Friday
look?
look, but Saturday, Sunday, you know, get a little rough.
That's me walking in 30 minutes late to Juan's multi-platform production class. With
I feel like I like used to not know that this took place like in the past.
yeah. I mean, there's Nazis.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. I'm just saying I was.
Well,
I'm saying I was dumb.
That's me blinking in Juan's multi-platform.
No wonder you sit in the back all the time.
I sit in the back behind the Mac.
Blush.
He's just a professor. He's like lives like a superhero. He's like Spider-Man in the day, and
Like he's not at school. He just goes to ancient tombs and like raids them.
he left an apple on the desk. Granny Smith.
I leave
Worst
one
apple.
big old burrito supreme.
everyone's just touching his ass.
There's the look.
In the
Have you guys-
future, can teachers just be left beefy Frito burritos?
Oh, is that the Nimbus 2000? Have you guys like noticed like anything in movies that make you feel uncomfortable due to like
Yes.
the certain like norms now of like people just like standing too close to each other, or like someone in like a TV show like coughing or touching someone else's food? I feel like it's just like I always notice it now, and I'm like that just makes me like a little.
I feel like anyone like
It is a little weird.
eating and like sharing food I've seen in movies like recently, I feel like, and just like people sharing food over like a dinner with a friend, and I'm just like, God, they're in like a restaurant sharing
Have a
food.
friend over to their house. That's horrible. Disgusting.
Yeah. Drew, you want to share this cookie?
Oh, for sure.
What are the rules?
Have some Cheez-Its, my good pal.
Wow. Where's that mouse at?
He won't hurt you.
I want him to join us.
Oh,
It's right there.
in my little spot.
Indy's fit is so good right now. Tweet on tweet on tweet.
Indy looking fresh though.
Drip City.
It is really remarkable how fast they establish this character and move on to the greater plot.
It doesn't feel like bad.
Yeah.
Exactly. It doesn't feel like it's taken as much time as it does. It feels like it's a really quick introduction and it's on to the main story.
Yeah.
This movie is all killer and no filler. It's
Dang.
amazing.
That's a saying right there.
Bad is not all
Write that
killer.
down.
Ben Stiller. Where's he at?
All killer, no filler, Ben Stiller.
He's really.
So there's a little side story here. Actually, Hitler was obsessed with obtaining stuff like this, and at some point he had a group of people looking for the spear of Christ, which was supposed to be whoever held the spear of Christ, the spear that actually pierced Jesus' side. Whoever held that spear would supposedly would command an army that would be invincible. So Hitler was actually looking for that.
Oh,
That's a symbolic thing to have power over his army.
wow.
I think I learned about that in a game.
Interesting.
Time. The Temple of Koloman. Colby Hall. They put the Ark in a place called Colby Hall in Akron, Ohio.
It's a good game.
Look at that big book.
Chamber of Secrets.
What's better, Harry Potter or Raiders?
Where Harold Potter lives?
Dude, Raiders. There's no question.
Harry Potter as a whole. So you're taking 8 movies to 1, and you're saying Raiders.
Yeah,
I mean,
Raiders is better than anything that franchise ever has or ever could create.
Okay.
Wow.
Kyle is man's statement on this.
Bold
movie
words.
stuff. Never watched a Harry Potter. Oh my hoodie's going nuts. Let's just watch all the Harry Potter movies after these right now.
Okay. See ya.
Start at noon.
I actually don't like the Harry Potter movies that much. They're kind of boring. I feel like if you're not really into it, then like there's not a whole lot there for you.
Those were a movie that I saw every opening weekend while they were coming out. So it's hard for and I do like them. I still watch them and I think that they're good. But I feel like I just think they're good. I don't know. I was gonna try to defend myself and kind of be like, well, maybe I just like them because I grew up with them. But no, I think they're good. I like them all.
Well, I just feel like I don't know. I never really like got into the world, and I feel like you have to really like the world building right off the bat.
Yeah.
Like the movies themselves are like, they're well made, obviously, but like I just never cared that much.
Yeah. I can see why people don't care about them. I can understand that. Like, because it's like a very, I don't know, a lot of people care about them a lot, and there's people who don't care about them at all. I mean,
well, and I think like when I was like growing up with like Star Wars, like there's like the Star Wars type of like reality with like Jedi and lightsabers and stuff, and then you have like wizards, which is kind of like a similar thing of like magic and science, but like opposite. I feel like I just chose the Star Wars like over Harry Potter.
Yeah. Huh.
I think Harry Potter worked a lot better as books.
Wow.
Honestly, like the movies are great. Don't get me wrong. I love seeing Dumbledore and Voldemort fight. Like that's probably one of my favorite scenes in cinematic history. I just thought it was really cool as a kid. But I do think the books do the storyline a little bit better justice than the movies for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like we're talking about every other movie franchise except Indiana Jones.
This is what it always is, though. Is I mean, we talked about Star Wars and a bunch of other movies when we watched Robots.
I don't know. I feel like
we watched Star Wars. We talked about a bunch of other nonsense.
Our Robots commentary was honestly pretty focused on robots.
Yeah, I was about to say like that. Coming off of that, it's just like feels.
Our attention was undivided.
Man, we just got a lot of story building here. Once we get to the action,
audience, what does that tell you?
I saw behind the scenes video of this scene, and it showed like how they did the camera rig in here, and it was really cool how they had it like following them around.
Really?
Yeah.
Like it like there's a one shot. I'm not sure if it's this shot or not, but it's like all one take. It's pretty cool.
I think this must be the shot.
Yeah, I think it is this.
Look at that robe, though. That's nice.
He's just.
That's the two things right there.
He just
Jack and Whip.
You just got the whip in the closet?
In the bathroom?
Yeah.
In the bedside table.
Under the pillow.
Tucked in.
And he'd be like, I don't sleep with a gun, I sleep with the whip. In case someone's breaking it.
What's this character's name? Sorry.
Marcus Brody.
Okay.
Marcus, yeah.
He has such
I feel like Marcus became kind of like from a serious character here to a very cheesy character in Last Crusade.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got Kevin Spacey hair.
He does. Rest in
like
peace.
Dead on. Yeah, rip.
Can't. Whoa. That's a cool
shot.
You do got a... Is this about to be the first map shot?
We should watch Aviator.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Is it a boat?
That movie's
Is it a
long,
plane?
but it's really good.
It's a great movie.
We should watch Wolf of Wall Street.
You know, Clayton, I will say, I feel like Aviator is one of the more underrated, like, Leo performances.
Very.
Yeah, I actually know some people like directly like dislike it.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I think it's great.
It's really.
Have
good.
you ever seen What's Eating Gilbert Grape, Michael?
I've not.
Indy
You
right
should
there.
watch it. It's one of the early Leo DiCaprio movies. It's amazing.
It's really good.
Yeah, that's like what it kind of first started him. I know.
The plane, the map.
Iconic.
I
I
really
really
like
like the music in this movie. It's good. I think I like the music in this movie better than I do Star Wars.
Whoa, I agree. I think I agree. Yeah.
I mean, so far.
I do.
Oh, I've always liked Indiana Jones's theme better than Star Wars.
If you handed me After Effects today, I couldn't make that.
Wasn't this the first movie to do like the whole like dot on a map thing?
I feel like
I think
it
it's just
had to be.
pointed.
It's,
No, there were because the inspiration for this movie was like serials that George Lucas used to watch. I think they did the same thing.
oh, okay. It's definitely associated with this though now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
I
Man,
remember
I miss doing this ever since the pandemic hit.
Just in the mountains, having a
Just a 1v1.
just a classic battle.
Were
Oh,
you
it's-
Marion or the other people?
Tag yourself. I'm the girl left to marry.
This is kind of like the one episode of Parks and Rec between
Which one?
Ron Swanson and
Oh yeah.
where he puts the jug over his and just goes like that. I read before this, and I was gonna mention this while they were over the map, but I read I was looking up like facts about Indiana Jones, and it said that it's canon that he was born in Hawaii, which I feel like it's
Really?
like a very interesting detail.
when was Hawaii established? Why'd they name him
1950
in-
something.
It was.
It was a U.S. state. In the
I mean, it
50s.
was.
I believe
Yeah,
maybe.
it probably would have been a state at the time.
It wasn't a state until after Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, it wasn't a
Probably
state.
that guy.
It was either
Get a little
49
bit-
or 59. I forget. I think it was 59. It became a state because it was the same year as Alaska.
Indiana Jones not a U.S. citizen?
What?
Wait, no, Hawaii wasn't the same year.
Indiana Jones be like, Jones. Hawaii Jones. Hawaii. Uncharted land Jones. Whoa, that's cool. Yo.
The
that looks
shadow.
cool. That's how we do it back in
They
Hawaii.
They just do such a good job with the silhouette.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
this is the part
They
that
do a
I'm-
silhouette with Vader and Rogue One, kind of like this.
Oh yeah, that's. Oh wow, yeah, they do. They're the same character. I feel like, how different do you think this is from other Harrison Ford performances, and like in what ways is it better or
I've-
worse?
I've heard a lot of people be like, "Oh, Han Solo and Indiana Jones are the same character." Like, I don't think though. There's a lot of little nuances there.
I agree.
Like,
I
Indiana
think
Jones
Indiana
is more
Jones is a lot
honorable.
deeper.
Han Solo wasn't really passionate about anything. Indy
Yeah.
was.
I think
Well, that
Indiana
was
Jones.
Han Solo's like character arc, is that he learned to
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
like you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think on a more shallow look at it, like I feel like, or just like a simple look, I think Indiana Jones is more like physically funny, like his physical bits and stuff like that, like his.
Yeah,
I mean, later in the movie we'll get to it more, but like in terms of just pure humor and like what makes him like relatable and like what the audience like is like attractive with him, or what attracts the audience to him is like his physical bits more, and like what his like physical comedy is, and like Han Solo like says funny stuff. That's
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, 'cause
Whereas
I
like
feel like- I
Blade
feel like
Runner is
from
very
a-
serious all around.
From a base level, like you can say that like they say similar things, but they kind of have like a similar personality type, but like their motivations are so different. Because like Han Solo is like snarky and sarcastic because he's like pretty closed off,
Yeah,
and so he just like doesn't. But like Indiana Jones does it almost like I feel like as like an alter ego.
He
right.
Like
so Han Solo is more of like the reluctant hero. He doesn't really want to do it at all, but Indiana Jones is completely willing to go after this arc, get it done, put it in a museum. His goals are straight. It's more driven, I would say.
Yeah,
Han Solo doesn't want you to know that he actually cares.
Exactly. But Indiana Jones wears his colors on his sleeve, you know.
I just want to say she's sober as a lamb for having just.
Yeah, right. I've always thought that about that.
Whoa, that shot is so
And
good.
not only that, but like in a couple minutes, she actually goes for more beer.
The shot of him in the doorway with the shadow
That
on
was
his eye.
cool. He had to open that door just right to get the like light on his
Yeah.
one eye.
That's like me filming After Hours and just being like, just do it like 10 more times. I'll get it.
He probably opened that door like one.
Except like for this time, each take cost them like $1,000. I'm sure.
Probably more.
And
Just the
Steven
cost
Spielberg
of film
filmed this
alone.
movie like super
Don't
fast.
burn the camera.
Yeah.
Why she keep it on her at all times?
I do have a question. I think this is the question I had about like the timeline of these three movies. Isn't like the next two movies like take place before this because they didn't have her back? Or
It's
something?
just the second movies before this.
The second movie.
Temple Doom I think was 1937, and then this is 39 maybe.
Okay.
And then everything else is chronological after that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Last Crusade is after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because isn't this like Spielberg's wife at the time or something? Is that this movie?
No, that's from Temple of Doom.
Okay. Okay.
But they weren't married then. I think they met on the set for Temple of Doom.
Okay.
Whoa.
What
This
is he?
dude.
This guy is.
Look at his.
And then they made every single Nazi in every movie after look exactly like this guy.
How,
This guy is the biggest I'm a villain guy ever.
he's like
Look at
very
him.
intimidating, but
See
also
Jojo Rabbit.
yeah.
There's like four people that are like the main bad guys and they look exactly like him.
That's true. He looks like he's so villainous and like kind of intimidating, but also he just truly looks like a nerd and like
Yeah, he's kind of a dweeb.
he's kind
He's
of
like
Wicked
an
dweeb.
despicable me. Look at him. He's got my glasses.
yeah.
He like when you see him, he like is instantly a villain, but he's like a very unique, like weird type of villain though.
Kind of reminds me of my grandpa. I'm not gonna lie.
Uh-oh.
Evil dude.
Oh no. I really like this actress. I think she's really good in this movie. And she's has an underrated performance, I think.
I think he's good in that movie. Yeah.
I love where they place the camera in these scenes. You know, like they hide them behind objects.
Yeah.
It just feels so tight.
The settings are so good. Like there's like the costuming, obviously. I know that's like a small thing to say that is like a small compliment, but it really is just good, and like the movie should be doing that stuff well, but this movie really does the costuming and the sets really well. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I remember this level in the video game.
He kind of looks like George Costanza.
Whoa.
That is bad.
We went from a drinking game to like this, and this movie is PG.
This is like
Western.
Cowboys 3 right now.
It really is.
Michael, this is like Cowboys 2. Get you. What's your
I
line?
don't think he doesn't have the headphones
Oh, no,
on
you
yet.
got the headphones on. He's back. Oh wow. That's wow. PG. What's the worst?
So she goes for another swig.
Bonk him.
What is like the more? I mean, I don't know if you guys remember the shot at the end. Probably do. We'll get there. But what do you think is like a crazier PG rating? This or Jaws? I think Jaws is PG.
Jaws is PG.
Is it?
I think
Well,
so.
Jaws don't use a whip, so there's blood.
I think this is a little bit more like gruesome at parts.
Yeah, that's fair.
Especially with the face melting at the beginning. Or at the end.
Well, the face melting, and then there's like the scene that I kind of want to wait till we get there, but like the plane scene.
The plane
Oh,
scene
yeah.
freaked me out as a kid.
But like the implication of that is pretty.
I don't
pretty
remember
cruel.
that. I don't. Well, you'll have to point that out. I mean, you probably won't have to point
mean,
it
you'll
out.
see
but
it.
I don't remember it. Isn't that
I'm
really
just saying,
hot?
like the way the plane scene ends is like very. not like actually graphic, but like the idea of it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the
It's terrible.
stunt actor that day was sick too, so they had to like do something weird with that scene.
This looks like 1917.
I love that like he burns into his hand because it like becomes important later. Like I love that like that's not just like a thing that happens.
That's so good.
It's, like important.
Yeah, that's cool. Yo.
That seems like a very modern, like, I feel like I see that in movies now where it's like the last guy is there and he points the gun and there's all the tension, but then like he just dies because someone else got him. And
Yeah, that
saved
happens
the
a
day.
lot.
I saw a silent
in the middle.
film that did something similar, but like in a way that like isn't able to be done anymore. Like a guy's like about to like shoot a gun, and like the word "bang" comes up on the screen, and so you think he shot the gun, but then it turns out like the bang is like a car crashing outside his window.
Oh wow, that's cool.
And it's like a really like high tension scene, and so like the bang is supposed to be like this like turning point.
You out here
And it's-
watching
I don't know.
silent movies?
Huh?
Just chill.
It's just like I think it's like something that's really cool that can't be done anymore just because
I
there are more
know.
silent movies.
I'm gonna sound like an idiot, but I really like this character. I don't know his name though. I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't this scene?
Everyone's talked at the same time, so I don't know what his name is still.
Danny DeVito.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah, there he is.
I don't talk over anyone. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that scene of them looking over all the houses was like crazy expensive and long to film because they had to get everyone to take down the antennas off their roofs.
I know that they used miniatures in this movie, but
interesting.
I know they used
Nowadays, they
miniatures,
probably
but I
paint
don't
those
know
on
when they
roofs.
did it. I haven't like clocked a time that they've definitely used miniatures to me. I don't know. Not
Miniatures?
saying yeah, I know I read that they used a lot of miniatures for this movie, but I don't know when.
I was watching behind the scenes on this movie before we got on, and they were filming this on location. This part.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if it was this part or another part, but
That could be Danny DeVito right there. Just think about that.
it could be. Wait, you mean like he was almost cast?
Yeah,
Whoa, really?
not as Indiana Jones.
I know.
as that guy.
Danny DeVito as Indiana Jones.
He would have been good. What's the character's name? I know you guys said it, but I missed it.
Sala.
Sala. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I heard it this time. Sala. His voice is so deep. It's cool.
Yeah.
He's a dwarf from Middle Earth.
So they filmed this in Tunisia? And this is where they got sick and everything?
So yeah, everyone got sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I read it was like everyone except Spielberg because Spielberg like didn't eat the food or something like that.
I'm pretty sure Harrison Ford is sick right there.
Yeah. That's gotta be awful.
Oh no. The monkey. Monkey gone.
This is like Aladdin. If this was made today, the monkey would be CGI.
And Harrison Ford would be Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd like it.
That would be Will Smith.
That's who they modeled
Yeah.
Aladdin after.
Yeah. The monkey's a spy.
The monkey, he did it.
He's a nothing.
Is this the,
I did not remember that at all.
I didn't
I was about to
realize
ask a
what he
really
was
dumb
doing.
question.
Ask it.
I was just gonna say, is this the same monkey that they used in Pirates of the Caribbean? But I'm like, nah, that monkey's dead.
He's a double agent.
It's just a 50-year-old monkey.
They
who's
love
like, I've been
using
in
that
this
monkey.
business
Like
70
that kind of
years.
species of monkey.
The
I think
capuchins,
Pirates of the Caribbean.
they're the
Night at the
smartest.
museum.
Yeah, they're trainable.
Yeah.
I took a human evolution class to get my gen ed science out of the way, and apparently they are the smartest, or they have the highest relative brain size, or something like that.
Oh boy.
He do look kind of sick there.
Yeah. And by sick, I mean cool.
Lit.
Bruh.
Oh, that's choked on that bucket.
I remember this music was always the music they played in the video game when there was a fight.
I like how she just grabbed like a box and started smacking heads.
This fight scene is very well coordinated, but like they are really bad at fighting.
Yo,
She looks
It's
like
also
Karen
the-
Carpenter.
the produce
So
scene.
with the box is funny.
Bro, you just got stabbed.
You got
real
the apples. You got the lemons on it too.
bad. Owie.
That's my territory.
Oh no, Jafar.
Not so fast, Jafar.
Yeah.
I think Frying Pan still wins. You got longer reach.
Yeah, right.
She run kind of funny though.
Boom, got him.
That's good. That's like a
Get the
Scooby.
knife. Like what?
It's like a slapstick, like pulls him
She's
into
like, oh, the knife beats the frying pan. Better not take it.
That was some Bugs Bunny right there, boys. Wait,
Isn't this
which
level in Kingdom Hearts?
the monkey? He's back. Does the monkey have a name?
monkey.
Takashi.
Probably.
Snake.
It's always
Snitch.
tell him.
No, that's Takashi
Cattle.
is the name of the rat in the movie. Got him.
Monkey snitch.
Oh, he's sweaty.
He is really sweaty.
Monkey.
I'd be sweaty too.
It's Tunisia.
Oh, here it is.
Oh,
The monkey's a piece.
the
This
famous.
is one of the
Rudy.
best parts.
Yeah, playing this in the video game was really cool.
He's very obviously really sick.
Yeah. See, I wonder
So uncivilized.
because
This
if
is-
that was supposed to be if that was supposed to be this big fight scene, I wonder if they had planned the plane scene too. Because that's like, to me, that's like the big like hand-to-hand combat scene. I feel like they wouldn't just have two.
Yeah. That I don't know. That is
It'd
interesting.
probably be something like he like has to like dodge a few times and then whip it out of his hand.
I
but-
forget if it's
yeah.
just a.
I feel like it
Well,
would be
like,
like
I
a
wonder-
hand-to-hand
I wonder-
fight.
Like, I wonder if they changed that.
Whoa, that's
That's a cool follow focus, yeah.
That was really good.
The guy pulling focus here is doing a great job.
Man, he's just gonna mess up all these.
What a jerk.
Knocking the pots down.
I forget if this
Indiana
is just
Jones
a.
is canceled.
Yeah. People don't sweat enough in movies anymore.
Yeah, that's something I noticed lately. Also,
He's so sweaty.
Oh, he's good. Whoa.
Yeah, man, it's the desert. Lay off him.
No, I'm saying it's good.
'cause I feel like most things are shot in a studio nowadays, so like they're not
He
sweating
just-
as much as they should be.
He just
Yeah.
pulled the move from Assassin's Creed where he can throw money on the ground to like attract like nearby citizens. Just- Whoa.
Oh. Wow.
What a fragile truck.
Bro.
Well, way to go, Indy.
It had a bunch of explosives in it.
Was Chewbacca in there?
Oh no.
He accidentally shot
Oh.
forth lightning ahead.
See, we brought up Star Wars again.
That's on
Wait,
Disney Plus
And
now. We can do
monkey,
it.
You caused this.
The
you
monkey
snitch.
is there to.
The monkey's a Nazi, Indy.
He's,
Someone has just made a comment.
Gonna have to censor that later.
The the semester's over, Juan. We're going rogue.
This is on my private channel now.
Yeah, he can do church with the monkey now. He's just like up on the shoulder.
Yeah, he's chilling. The mouse.
Is that guy wearing bell bottoms?
Whoa, Indy's got the monkey. You guys got the mouse?
I was chilling down in my bed down there. Oh boy. Just absolutely vibing.
Wait, is she actually dead?
Yep.
She's not dead, right?
I don't know, Caleb. Watch the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, Caleb.
Bella.
He's not dead though. He's hanging out. I think we're going to try.
I just realized that they're smoking hookah.
No, they were vaping, Caleb.
Oh, okay.
Got any? What's he got? Peanut butter. Ooh, peanut butter.
What flavor do you guys think that pot is?
Peanut
He's
butter.
got the
Fruit Loops for sure.
mango jewel pods hooked up to that.
Par.
Oh, burn. Okay.
You and I are very much alike. It's a good shot. Just him being angry in the foreground.
Pretty sure it's a still frame of Harrison Ford. They just cut out a picture and they place it on the lens.
They animated him just saying that line. Don't worry, it's still a still frame.
They just cut the
So
lens
extra,
out of
but it's
the.
worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, pocket watch.
Is he just gonna start hypnotizing him? What is the use of a watch like that if not hypnotism?
Keep track of time.
No. I don't think so. In The Last Crusade, doesn't he meet Hitler?
Yeah, in the best scene ever, he meets Hitler, and then Hitler autographs the journal. It's a copy of Mein Kampf.
I feel like I don't remember that scene.
He's played by
He's played
one
by
of the
Hitler.
Imperial officers.
I feel like
you for one more thing.
I think I read or heard once that the reason that they set Indiana Jones in the past was because the only villain that everyone can in the world can get on board with that are bad is the Nazis, and it's just the most bad people that a movie could have as their villain. I just always thought that was
Wait, I'm glad this wasn't like every other 80s movie that just made the Russians the bad guys.
Right. That's why I always thought that it was weird that Wonder Woman took place during World War One, and the bad guy in that movie is the German army in World War One. I don't know. I just always thought that was weird. What's the point of that? I don't know.
The bad guy is Ares, god of war.
But he's German. That movie, I hate that. I hate Wonder Woman. I think it sucks.
Well, Caleb, wasn't there another superhero movie that took place during World War II, right around the time Wonder Woman came out? Or am I?
Captain America.
Yeah, but that was before Wonder Woman, wasn't it? Well, I feel like there was.
Well, yeah, it was before.
I feel like there's another World War II movie right around there, so they made it World War One or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think it was just because of Captain America.
It could just be because of Captain America. That would make sense too.
You just put some chili sauce on that. It's kind of great.
It's all right, Frank's Red Hot, let's go.
And he's someone put ketchup on this. It's spicy.
That's how.
You
That's how
just put a
Clayton
little
be
Tabasco.
putting vinegar on his fries.
What a little prankster.
Man, this monkey is in every scene. He's getting a lot of screen time.
Good. How much did they pay the monkey?
A lot.
Did the monkey get paid?
Yeah, I think so.
Did he
What will
get
he buy?
I know that the dog in Wizard of Oz got paid more than the Munchkins.
banana phone?
The dog in Wizard of Oz got paid like $1,800 a day, I think.
Whoa.
The dog was like, all right, cool. I mean, my monkey don't do it. No.
Is it $1,800 a day or
Wait, is
$1,800 a
the
week?
monkey
Probably a
gonna
week,
eat-
just because I feel like that time period. I feel like it
Is
makes
the
more
monkey
sense, but
about to
still.
die? Bro.
I think I met a guy like that in California once.
Oh yeah.
When Indy puts his glasses on, you know things are about to get serious.
He be reading.
No,
No.
monkey.
No.
I love the date tease.
Much like Indiana Jones, I just want a date.
You just want to date. I thought you cut out because it sounded like just like the way you cut off the word date. It just like was so staccato.
Period. End of sentence. End of thought.
End of stream. Leaves chat.
End of stream. Goodbye.
No.
What a train of thought, though, to see dead monkey half date.
No.
Well, no, I mean there were dates all over the floor. Like,
Bad dates.
No. That's a good shot of the monkey though. Also,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it
what
was
if he missed his mouth? I mean,
No more screen time.
man.
Shame.
Gimli has good reflexes.
Indiana Jones is just practicing for the next time he goes to
Theater in
a
1981.
wasabi or
He died.
open grill restaurant.
It's like the instead of Kingdom of the Crystal Skull being like actually an adventure, he's just working at a wasabi in like 1950. He's just like
Hibachi restaurant.
yeah.
He's like, want to see me do the egg trick in my hat?
He does. He pulls out a whip. Juan, have you seen Lawrence of Arabia?
I actually have not, and it's on my watch list.
Yeah. I just was wondering if it's good. Simple as that. I know it's
Hey guys,
really-
we could make another Star Wars reference and say this is when they're on the Death Star and they put on the Stormtrooper outfit.
Oh,
And that's Death Star right
We
there.
could.
They put on the stormtrooper outfits.
whoa! That keyed in. That keyed in staff. Or whatever. That's how I was when I was watching Back to the Future 2. There's like, still, by the way, viewers, one of the best movies to ever do. It's so good. But like, just like the effects they must have did, and it looked like the same type of effect where that he drops the staff and they just add the staff in post. Like, there's a ton of that with like Marty riding the hoverboard, and it just like looks
Mhm.
very like added in. Very 80s, very cool. I enjoy it.
A lot of good effects too with the tunnel. In,
Yeah, that's the
the
tunnel.
movie.
That's what I was
Because
thinking.
if you ever like, I went through
Is there
the
miniatures,
tunnel
Caleb?
in LA, and it's
Oh,
not
That's
big at all. It's actually pretty small.
Oh, really?
So I guess it was all just like visual effects and I guess whatever lens they used.
That tunnel scene is so good. The actor who plays Biff, I can't think of his name right now, but he's so
Thomas
good.
F. Wilson.
Yeah, he is great in part 2.
Oh yeah, really good.
He is,
He plays Biff in every movie, right?
Yeah,
Like every
and-
version.
Mhm.
and Biff's
That one he
relatives.
played Biff, old Biff, Griff.
Griff is really funny. I like Griff.
Yeah.
2015.
They really did use the miniatures as actual miniatures.
Yeah. It's like we spent so much money on this. Might as well just use the prop.
He's like, okay, water, 3 circles.
It looks like the part of that brush is a Joy-Con.
Whoa. Indy,
Wow.
go play my Nintendo Switch right now.
Yeah.
That's what he's trying to find. The Switch.
It's like the scene in Onward.
Switch. What the fuck is Switch?
Talk in the tri-state area.
So much cool, just puzzle solving, just taking its time to like actually like see through to a puzzle, slow build.
He's showing that he's strong and an academic.
Yeah, he's, you know, very well rounded. If this was a rom com, I'd say go for him. He's got it all. Well,
Whoa.
Look, it's the Washington Monument.
Yeah.
We already made that joke. Y'all were talking about Star Wars.
Oh,
We're back to the
oops.
future, I think. I
Man,
don't know.
he had to get there at the exact right time of day. Like, imagine if he got there 15 minutes late. He's like, man, this thing's just not
He's
working.
just like, hopefully it's
That
not
would be
cloudy
me.
tomorrow.
I would have to wait until the next day.
Yeah, you're like, I'll be back tomorrow.
That's the Lincoln Memorial.
Right time of year, too, I guess, right?
Yeah. It was just a little cloudy out. No deal.
Whoa, meth store. Wait, what's it say?
Desert.
What did that say?
What did it say?
I think
Looked like
it was
said
German.
Story.
It was German.
Oh,
okay.
Okay, that makes more sense.
He just looked inside the Pulp Fiction case.
White House.
Wasn't Harrison Ford supposed to be the Bruce Willis role or something? I don't know. In Pulp Fiction?
In Pulp Fiction?
I don't know. I thought I heard that once.
I don't know about that one.
Viewer, check me on that if it's true or not. Tweet me at Seinfeld Lover.
I don't think Harrison Ford would have done it. I don't think Harrison Ford would have done the Zed scene.
Don't tweet me at ZTV Goofing Off. Tweet me directly.
Tweet me my personal Twitter.
At Brew Drown.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, tweet. Uh-oh.
Juan, we tried to get a Nazi flag in an after-hours sketch once upon a time, and you wouldn't allow it.
I remember that.
I
I
wasn't
remember
Goofing
getting a
Off.
picture sent of you holding that flag, and I said, no.
to clear my name. I was not
Where
a
did
part
you
of that
find
sketch.
that?
I was in
Oh,
high
we made
school.
it.
I was in high school at the time.
I could have been the Indiana Jones of after hours.
Who
I
is the
responded,
Indiana
no,
Jones?
I will have Keijo approved before I
Yeah.
have that approved.
Before Keijo was even a thing.
Ah,
I thought he just kissed her. I was like, what?
this movie's so good.
He did.
Bro, he
He
kissed
did.
her
Now he
mouth.
did. I thought he just swooped in and kissed her. With
Does
like
anyone
the
want a
mask
gummy
on and
bear?
Man, what the heck? He's trying to kiss her while she's tied up.
Yeah. He does have a face mask on though, so
Kyle,
he's
this is your fave?
following some guidelines.
everything.
That's not so sweet though.
Yeah, he did, Juan. Yeah, he did. What of it, Juan?
And he's refusing to untie her.
I can't
Is it
tell
a
if
fly
it,
just
Oh
flying
no.
around?
Knots are hard, Clayton. That's why.
Well, what about this?
Like, you gotta put your mask back on. It's not safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, cover your nose too. Gosh.
Coronavirus. You have to put your mask on.
is Kyle Reynolds frozen for anyone else?
No, he's just enjoying the flick.
I'm just watching my favorite movie.
Yeah.
You're frozen for me. I'm sad. I can't.
Oh,
No, he's just watching the movie.
I can't see.
I mean, I haven't talked in like 10 minutes.
You just mute us. You're just like, shut up.
He leaves the call.
for a little bit.
Oh, there it is. That's the top of it.
Nick, please. How you doing? Nick.
What? Yeah, sorry.
He's vibing.
Yeah, dude.
You doing, Nick?
I'm watching the movie. I'm enthralled, man.
Bro,
I
it's
got this
fine.
little notebook and telescope, and I'm trying to
He just found a lost
figure it
city.
out.
Oh,
You have upset Kyle.
Oh no.
Wow, he
Oh,
really
is that Taika Waititi?
survived.
I have lost Juan and Kyle.
I'm back. Can you hear me?
I
Yeah,
can
Yeah,
hear
we
you.
can hear you,
Yes.
but not
Juan is now a
see you.
disembodied voice.
Wait, can everyone besides Caleb see me?
I can see you. Yeah.
I can see you, Kyle.
Gummy bear.
I'm
Oh,
still
gummy
moving.
That's
Why
it.
does this guy look like Taika Waititi?
Yeah, he kind of
He
does.
does
Yeah.
kinda.
Here, Caleb.
What?
There you go, buddy.
Jesus, I can see right through it.
Oh.
He got the shovel. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We still can't see you.
I cannot.
Your audio will be all we need.
You plunging your toilet? What is that?
He's turning up the volume. He's hitting the little.
Oh, okay.
What are the other good adventure movies? I think Pirates is one.
The Mummy.
Tim.
Mummy.
Mummy's good.
National Treasure.
I feel like that's not the same though. I don't know.
Is National Treasure good?
That's the shot.
Yes.
That is the shot.
Okay, I haven't seen it.
Book of Secrets is pretty dope too.
I'm a
It's,
sucker
it's
for.
honestly pretty good. Hey, it wants back.
I'm a sucker
Yeah,
for a
don't
silhouette.
contribute at
But
all,
that's a
Indiana
pretty
Jones.
silhouette right there. That's really nice.
Yeah,
Watch other people do the work for you.
Oh, great tree.
Oh, Kyle, I think you're back. Can you wave hi?
Are those clouds for you? Okay, never mind.
Oh, I can see you. You're. Wow. Whoa. This is amazing.
I'm trying to
It's
think,
just like
like, as
Jurassic Park.
much as I love this movie, like, I can't think of, like, many other adventure movies that, like,
I know. I can't think of anyone like
Compare.
this. Really, it kind of really.
like definitely, like, the first 2 or 3 Pirates movies
Yeah,
are pretty good.
I agree.
If you consider
I mean-
Back to the Future an adventure movie, especially, like, the third one, at least.
I
What
wonder
about
if
Tintin?
Third one
Tintin's
probably.
great.
I've never seen Tintin. I want to.
Tintin's
It's
great.
really good.
It's really good.
As a teen boys.
I missed out on that.
I was hesitant to see it for like a really long time, but I recently watched it. It was really good.
Yeah, when it came out, I heard good things, but it was at that age where it was like, if I didn't already know about the source material, I wasn't like super into it.
Yeah.
So
I'm very.
It's surprisingly violent.
It is. It is pretty. That's another Spielberg movie. I think he produced that.
Yeah,
I think it did, yeah.
it's him and Peter Jackson.
Right. That's the dream team right there. Wow. Ah.
I love that stream.
I wonder if I'm very curious if the Uncharted movie is going to be any good.
We'll see.
I feel like not.
I don't know.
Hopefully.
If it ever comes out, man, I mean,
Didn't they cast Tom Holland as Nathan Drake?
Yeah, I think that's so
Yeah.
bad. That's so
It's not going to be good. There's your answer.
Didn't they cast Tom Holland in Blank?
not Tom Holland as Nathan Drake.
Is Soy Boy page
Oh.
5?
Mark Wahlberg is.
You can't.
Soy Boy
have-
should
you
not be
can't
page
cast
5.
Tom
I used it in
Holland.
comic therapy.
You
So,
can't cast a soy boy like Tom Holland to be Nathan
Yeah.
Drake.
I don't like Tom Holland as an actor in other things. I'll say it.
Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't do it for me.
He's a one-hit wonder in my eyes, honestly. I liked him. I like Onward, but I don't know.
What about Lost City of Z?
He's barely in there. He's in there for like 2 minutes.
What about Locke?
He's in that all via voice.
He kills it.
Have you seen The Impossible with Ewan McGregor?
I have not. Is Matt Reed joining right now?
What about Spies in Disguise with Will Smith?
Is Matt Reed joining the chat?
Wait. There he is. All right, we got to pause.
finished.
Matt,
Where? I don't even know where to stream it at.
it's on
Matt,
Netflix.
it's on Netflix. Matt, we're like halfway through.
That's okay. I'm here. Don't worry. Just restart it. It's fine.
We already did that once.
Wait, Matt Reed?
You? Wait, what time are we at?
Matt, we're at
He's here?
Matt.
There's
We're
a
at
very
an
similar scene to Pirates of the
Matt.
Caribbean.
Go to an
Baby
hour.
back in business.
Yeah, with Barbosa.
Matt
Yeah,
Reed.
where she's eating and there's the apple and she takes
I
a
miss Matt. I'll
knife.
say it.
Go to an hour and 3 minutes on Netflix.
Isn't that scene also
Matt-
he makes her
Miss
wear a
Matt's
dress?
Wild screaming.
Yeah.
What move? Which
Wow.
which one is it?
Raiders?
Raiders.
Okay.
The second best one.
This is just the Pirates of the
Matt
Caribbean
Reed
scene.
coming
like,
in
operative.
literally halfway through the movie.
What am I? Where are you guys at? 103.
Just go to 103 and pause, and we'll tell you when we get there.
All right. Dope.
We're about 20 minutes
Whoa.
off.
Everyone close your eyes.
Why
Ah.
is this all loud?
Wait, this is Peach. Oh my
Everybody,
Shield.
Matt, are you gonna turn your video on?
Caleb's gonna blur it. It's fine.
I'm at 103.
Caleb, when do we get a movie with full frontal on the movie podcast?
We're watching Sausage Party next, I think.
We're watching what?
I'm missing that one.
I've never seen that actually.
You've never
So
seen it?
terrible.
Wait, you seen what?
We're
I've
gonna
never.
create a side channel called
Caleb,
Goofing Off After
Me and
Dark.
Kyle saw that in theater.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What
Are
movie?
you talking about Sausage Party?
Party. We saw that.
Oh,
It's kind of funny.
I liked it. It was funny. I liked it.
I did not like it at
Party
all.
was weird.
There's so many snakes.
I hope I like it.
Better than Toy Story 4.
An
I've
experience.
never seen Toy Story 4.
No,
I've never
Toy Story
felt
4 is
so,
good.
like disgusted at a movie in the theater that I wanted to like leave.
Did you watch it with your mom?
No, but like I watched it with I think like my girlfriend and a couple other people, and it wasn't even like I'm not like a prude, but like it was just so ham-fisted. It's like, oh, haha, and it's like, this isn't funny.
You
I'm
said
just watching these like
Yeah, I don't think they.
I'm watching these overworked, underpaid animators.
Caleb,
This seems so cool.
visitor.
Oh hey Ben, what's up?
What's up, boys?
How's it going?
Whoa,
Dang,
iconic.
y'all chilling in the core over there.
Those are all like real snakes too.
But yeah, there's like 10,000 snakes. I think I read.
There's also a lot of just like salamanders and stuff. They got things that just look like snakes.
I don't even know how they get 10,000 snakes. Like, there's no way that's
Like
legal.
that, right? Those I know for a fact that those right there were not snakes. Those are just things that don't have
Oh
legs.
man, he just set them ablaze. All right, Matt, where are you at, Matt?
103.
Okay, go to 105 right now.
I trusted you.
I got distracted.
Where's
by
your
the movie.
face, man?
Yeah, where's your face? I need to see my boy.
What are you talking about? It's right. Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa! Matt Reed with the best camera setup of the night.
What?
All right, are you at 105?
In the window.
Yeah, I hit play. I'm at 10. Like 5. Wait. I don't know where I'm at now. Are you at like 105 in terms of like you have 105 left?
1 hour and no, we don't have 105 left.
We have 25 left. A little.
Oh, I'm on. Okay, I'm gonna.
I didn't think that
Why
Netflix
would
does
they're
do
walking
that.
up to the ark?
There's no boat in this scene.
I'm on 50-15.
What? There's no boat in this scene? In the desert? In a tent? At this time of day?
Is this where he finds the aliens?
Yeah.
This is so. The lighting in this movie is really underrated. I'd say. I don't know.
It's pretty good.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's the Raider of the Lost Ark. Pretty underrated film.
Yeah.
Does anyone know how they did like the lightning storm effect?
I think it's just CGI, like or green screen.
CGI.
Maybe like flashlights.
Is that your computer, Michael?
What?
What? It sounds
What,
like
man?
somebody's like scratching something constantly.
Oh,
Nah,
I,
it's not like bad, but
I hear it. I
I
know
just
you-
wondered if it was me.
Did it stop?
Yeah.
I was rubbing.
That's still
I was rubbing my mic thing. Is it doing it?
Oh, you have to cut all this. They're drinking.
We don't know what they're
They've
drinking.
been drinking a lot, man.
We have no idea.
Matt,
Cut it all.
some water.
They're just
Wait,
happy people.
does anyone know about Prohibition? Is this like part of it? Like at the time, it was just like at the time the movie's set. Is it like Prohibition and like this is kind of like a cool thing that they're able to do?
That was like way before, wasn't it?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think you're way off.
I don't know.
That's 39, which is 10
Hey,
years
man, I
after
took a big swing by letting myself. I put myself out there by asking that question.
Now kill them.
I haven't seen Lawless. I don't know.
Lawless is a great movie.
Well, this is really good.
Shia LaBeouf, Tom Hardy. What's the guy's name? I can't.
I like how her drinking thing comes back to
Ugh.
like actually
Stop
be
'em.
useful, but then it's not.
Whoa.
Yeah.
She just gotta do the Arya Stark thing and drop it and grab it with the other hand.
She did drop it. She didn't catch it though. Those guys are.
I think the hanger is one of my favorite things in the movie.
You hired a guy to take off the jacket. Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm the soldier that just takes off his jacket. Coming back as like,
cool.
I like how they all sigh.
that's really
What?
fun.
What happened to the giant handkerchief hanging out of his coat?
I really did not remember that joke at all. That's really funny.
Oh yeah.
Wait, the plane thing hasn't happened, right? I didn't miss it.
No.
No.
Okay, I'm like,
We still have the tank. Is the tank and then the plane, or the plane and then the tank?
This is the Mummy movie with Tom Cruise, right?
Oh my god.
The Mummy with Tom Cruise is unfathomably bad.
I like what's his face in it.
Whoa.
That's a good-looking cake. Talking about Indiana Jones' butt.
Cake bot. Oh, wait a minute.
It's a late night record.
I normally like hate the color like yellow and like gold, but like this movie does it so well.
Yellow is an overused color nowadays, I think.
Yeah, I'd say that's like maybe one thing I don't like about like the new Kong movie, to go back to King Kong, but they overdo the sunset yellow.
Oh,
Yeah, they to just
I like that movie.
to like I don't like that movie.
Skull Island.
The Kong movie.
Kong
The
Skull
new
Island.
good.
We talked about this earlier, Matt, but I prefer the King Kong with Jack Black and
Jack
Adrian
Black.
Brody. I think
I feel like
That one was also really good.
that one's really
But
Kong Skull Island is
yeah,
like
okay, I agree.
I don't even like comparing it to the other one because it's like not even a remake. It's like a new.
Yeah, it's
story.
a franchise.
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
I just think the characters in that are like nothing, and like I like just now remember that Tom Hiddleston is in that movie.
Samuel
best-
Jackson.
The best
Samuel L.
character-
Jackson was in it.
The best character in that whole movie is
Brie Larson's in it.
John C. Reilly.
That's true.
He has the best
Oh, yeah.
character. He has the
Oh,
most character, actually.
He was really good in that movie. Yeah, he's a really good actor. Oh, but I was going back to yellow in movies. This movie does do yellow in a way that is somehow not annoying. But like anytime I see him, I just watched this movie, The Extraction, Extraction with Chris Hemsworth. It's on Netflix. It's like a war movie. The whole movie is so yellow. It's impossibly yellow. I hate it. It's
Caleb, you're gonna go to the eye doctor years later, and they're gonna be like, "Yeah, you have some pigment in your eyes. You probably see things a little bit more yellow than you're supposed to." And you're gonna be like,
This explains so much.
give you like special glasses, and all of a sudden, Extraction's like a great movie.
it's like the colors. They're so vivid.
They're so beautiful. Oh, dude. I haven't seen this movie since I was like 7.
Straight crotch shot right here,
I-
guys.
Matt Reed just saying dick moves straight up.
Sorry.
Matt, you've been here for 5 minutes.
Whoa!
Well, bruh, catch her.
Whoa.
Oh, she caught herself.
Whoa.
This is
Oh,
just like
yeah.
Harry Potter.
Whoa, that's a cool
Can't put
shot.
that shoe on
The
there.
snake going through the shoe.
She did.
I like his expression when he goes to catch her.
Yeah, that cool.
I feel like isn't in Spaceballs, isn't the girl in that more parried off of her than Princess Leia? Isn't it like a mix?
I think so, because she wore like a white dress, didn't
Yeah.
she?
And I feel like
She ran away on her wedding, man.
I've been hearing a lot about Spaceballs recently. I'm just like constantly hearing.
I'm always talking about it.
Caleb, you
Baseball
can't,
is great.
Caleb, you can't say that, man.
I do.
I bid you
Well, we
adieu.
said French words.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, Kyle Reynolds, but I think this is a good example of a movie without
it
like a this.
That was a sad Post Malone right there.
Oh wait. I want to hear what he says.
Do you think this is a good example of a movie? I feel like Temple of Doom obviously like has like the main bad guy. I don't know his name off the top of my head, but like I feel like this movie doesn't have like a set bad guy. There's like a couple, and it just like is a general group of Nazis. And I just like think like movies nowadays, like they usually have to have a central figure at the head of like the villains. And I think
No, definitely.
But
No,
this is a
like,
central figure.
yeah, it's not like, I mean, there's people like Belloc and, you know, obviously the Nazis that are like bad guys, but it's not like Indiana Jones is only against them. He's just doing his Indiana Jones thing.
if I can
which is
compare
why
it
it's so
to,
cool.
There's a good dynamic between the villains in this.
I think a good way to compare it is by like the 2000 classic, an extremely goofy movie. You know, they're both trying to get to like.
My attention.
Indy is kind of like Max in that, and Max and the gang in that. There's Indy, Sala, and you know, I don't remember the girl's name. And they're kind of trying to get to the Ark first, and then there's the Nazis, and they're trying to get to the Ark first, and it's kind of like in an extremely goofy movie how they're both trying to just get the gold medal for the X Games tournament.
I didn't
were
hear you
Nazis
say
in
an
the
extremely
Goofy
goofy
movie.
movie the first time, so I was like trying to figure out by context clues what you were comparing it to, and I was not gonna guess a goofy movie. Extremely goofy
I
movie.
heard the context, but I was just wondering how he was bringing Nazis into the Goofy movie.
It's all there. Whoa.
I mean,
You gotta read between the lines.
He just killed so many snakes.
Yeah,
I feel like
it is like good.
Why did it have to be?
I feel like they maybe like actually killed snakes as well. Like animals were.
When was PETA established?
Yeah,
Or one.
that's what. Juan, have you? I haven't seen Apocalypse Now, but and I don't know
oh
who.
no, it's the corpse. Ow, ow, oh wow.
You haven't seen what?
I haven't seen Apocalypse Now, but I've read a lot about it, and I've seen the documentary about the making of it. Bro, there's so many dead bodies.
Just all waiting to fall on her.
That is so gross, though.
Yeah, that's so
Yeah,
good.
okay, but
Oh.
that would legitimately be like one of the scariest things in the entire world.
That's a really expensive body mod nowadays.
Oh, but this is actually a good segue from that because
Or that.
it's about Apocalypse Now and like the bodies that are as like, you know, like every movie, especially war movies, has to have like bodies on like the set, like fake bodies. I read that Francis Ford Coppola wanted to have real bodies, like real dead bodies, and he actually contacted a guy. I think they filmed in the Philippines.
It's a weird noise.
And I don't know for sure, but he contacted a guy. He got in contact with a guy who could provide him dead bodies for the movie.
Caleb, what you're describing sounds familiar to something that I heard, so I think you're probably right.
And yeah,
That's insane. I didn't know that.
and so
I
he
think
the movie, but I didn't know that.
he got in contact with the guy, and they brought a dead body to the set, ready to film for a shot. And Francis Ford Coppola is like ready to do it, and he's just like, "Never mind, this is messed up."
Yeah.
Here it comes.
actually,
Yes. Oh, yeah. We're here.
Didn't Poltergeist use like real bones?
Oh, like for like
Yeah.
Isn't
the.
it like cursed or something like that?
I would believe that.
Oh,
It sounds
anxiety.
Oh God,
Jeez, Caleb, are you you're editing these? You're still editing these and stuff, or
sure.
are you taking them as whole?
Caleb,
Go
this
back and
is the
listen.
plane
Yeah, this
scene.
is the place.
I imagined it was as soon as I saw spinning propellers and a fight.
If you can guess, this is
Oh, I
this
cut
is
the
the plane
wrench.
that was referring. This is the scene I was referring to that involves a plane.
This is very scary
You
already.
see
I
the
don't.
swag walk he came up there with?
I'm pretty sure that guy he just fought was not the actual stunt guy, because I'm pretty sure that
I
guy
love
was that day.
Put up
I
your
love
dukes.
this so much.
Ah, you see?
Because
The guy looks like
yeah, okay, yeah.
he looks like a poster came to life
He looks
for
like
like a bare knuckle boxing.
He looks like the bare knuckle boxing meme. Like, You know, like back in my day.
Yeah, he really does. Yeah, just one punch.
One.
I had the Lego set of this as a kid.
Fighting, that's not fair.
Nice.
Fights. Whoa, yo, that's a Goku.
I think it was glazed over earlier, but Dylan did say he built Indiana Jones's school entirely out of Legos before. I thought that was.
It was back when the popular
Pocket
movie
sand.
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull came out. So
Whoa. Oh,
Yeah, but I was saying earlier, like, since this is such a big, like, hand-to-hand fight scene, like, I would be surprised if this was in the original script, if the scene in the bazaar was also supposed to be a long-winded
right.
fight one-on-one.
Oh yeah,
That's a good point. And that scene
You said the
moves.
scene in the bazaar was unscripted.
What?
Were you saying the scene in the bazaar was unscripted, or
The scene where he pulls
so
out the gun.
The whole thing was that, like, Harrison Ford was sick when they were filming, so he didn't have like the stamina to like do like a whole long fight scene with the guy, so he just shot him.
that's cool.
So like that's like a pretty like well established thing, like people about the movie. So I'm
Yeah.
saying, like, I would be surprised if this scene was also originally supposed to be in there, as it was if that scene was originally supposed to be a long fight scene too.
Yeah. And this movie is like very well known for like having a great pace. And just like
Yeah, right.
So I also
like,
I also would be surprised, yeah.
Yeah, like if this was like the second like big one-on-one Indiana fight scene, like it would have felt a little out of place.
Yeah.
I was watching the behind the scenes, like I said before this, and I watched them like practicing that fight beforehand, and it looked like it was like a different style fight than this. Like it was like he was using a sword a lot, and he was like mostly dodging it and like cutting up. Like there's this part where like he swings and misses and like slices through these like hanging meat things like pigs and stuff and slices those instead. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Gotta love a fight where your hero has to like fight a guy that's like just huge and just like
Yeah.
somehow he's
Good
got
thing
to.
it uses the whip, so there's no blood.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was what I was saying, where it was like,
Why do they have so many
there's still
flammable
plenty
materials?
of violence and blood in this movie.
That's really
It's like
bad.
an accurate amount of blood for what just happened, you know?
That's pretty bad.
PG-13 didn't exist yet.
That's like if all those like flashbacks in The Incredibles were like extremely violent with like capes.
Yeah, all the cape stuff.
Yeah. They just
Oh
like
yeah, the cape things. Oh yeah.
they just show like 1 second more in like each of those flashbacks and just like horrific images. Jones. Wait. He didn't call him Dr.
Post
Jones?
Malone!
Matt, stop.
Sorry.
I didn't excitedly vouch for your presence in this movie for you to disrespect my man, Shala.
I haven't slept in 37 hours, so.
Matt, how'd the paper go?
What?
I wrote a media theory paper yesterday, and then I wrote history all night, and I just finished media studies.
How'd it go?
I don't remember any of the papers I wrote. Oh, man, I'm scared.
What if you actually wrote the wrong papers for each class?
Don't even say that.
Caleb, you get an email titled "Script," and it's just about history.
It's an 11-page paper about the debacle of the Middle Eastern wars.
It's just titled "Host Bit Ideas." I'm just like
double take script.
I'm just like, all right, let's get on Omegle. I guess.
Get the horse, yo. Let's go.
The only horse in the desert.
Bring your army. Follow the horse.
I don't even. This is like a set that I don't even know how they like build everything and get all the extras. Like I just like movie making is just so crazy. I don't. It's just
Giant desert. I feel like that's the easiest.
no, like all
things
like
to-
the tunnels and like the
Bringing
like
all
the
that sand.
Well,
buildings and
especially
stuff.
when you make like a period movie where it's like you got to get stuff from like the 40s and like the 30s.
Yeah.
Like so everything has to look like
That horse is from the 60s. There's no way.
I've watched so many.
The late
horses
model
don't
horse.
live that long. They're not fooling me.
I've watched so many like war documentaries about the Iraq War in like the past, 2 days or so. When he was running through that camp, I was like, "Oh, this just looks like a video I was watching a few hours ago."
Yeah.
It was funnier in my head. So
Oh yeah, this scene was always super.
Wow, Matt, great contribution.
thanks, man. I really
You got the
appreciate
whole
that.
squad laughing.
That's the fastest horse ever.
That is Secretariat's
Remember when
cousin.
they did almost
That's
this
the shadow
exact same thing in
thing.
Crystal Skull, but worse.
I don't know, man. The ants, those were cool, right?
No, like there was like the scene was really cool in this movie because they did it first, and then they just did like another like Nazi carjack scene in Crystal Skull.
The Windhelm.
Oh, Wilhelm.
Bruh. Oh my man. No. No.
That'd be a cool cameo. Like if you were to have like one like quick bit, like you're an extra in this movie, like that'd be the one.
That seems like something I would just see like and it'd just be like, hey, my dad's in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Just like whoa.
My
I'll be right back.
cabbages. Little Avatar Last Airbender reference if anyone watches.
This was like my first like car chase scene I ever watched when I was a kid, and it was super cool.
This reminds me of I just watched recently like one of the first Jackie Chan movies called Police Story. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's like completely not in English and he directed it, but like the first scene is just like they destroy like an entire village and it just reminds me a lot of this. Just like true destruction in a car chase and like they're just running over houses and stuff.
I'm sure it still works.
A little bit.
Ooh.
I just realized that we couldn't do this show with everyone if Kyle didn't go to Drew's house.
What? Say that again?
I just realized that because Discord only allows this many people in a video chat, right?
Yeah.
No.
So if
We
Kyle
have
didn't
no
go to
Discord
Drew's
people.
house, we wouldn't be able to get this many people.
Whoa.
The old Mercedes. Good old faithful.
Got him.
Ah.
Thanks, Tree. Oh, thanks, Bad Fabric.
The music really is just so good.
Ooh.
Yeah, like I was saying, the music in this is awesome.
Ow, he got shot. Ow.
We actually got him. Wow.
Right in the
Oh,
arm.
man. No, like kicks.
Oh, he about to get
Oh no.
oh no.
Oh, he made it.
Just let go. Okay. At that point when you're just getting like nailed by the side of the cliff, just let go.
Uh-oh.
Haha, he's bald. Got him. You can't hide.
Oh, Matt, you spoiled that. You're like a second ahead of us.
Yeah, I don't
No.
I had the blood on the window, man.
I was
I
like
want to drive.
I was like, is
Dude,
he
that
bald?
guy's sweaty.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, what Joker say in Dark Knight is like, excuse me, I'll drive.
Oh, yeah, this is the part.
No.
Cool.
This
Oh.
movie, I watched the movie when I was a kid. It's the earliest I remember having a nightmare.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't watch like the entire movie. I just came in right at the end.
Oh,
and I was like 6 years old
Oh no,
or something like that.
that's bad.
My headphones died, so if you guys hear an echo, I apologize. I'm trying.
Just
It's okay,
it's
Kyle.
spooky.
Yeah, this is the best part because he goes under the car. It's so cool. Whoa, Drew, spoilers. Yeah, sorry. I know.
That looks-
With a
climbing-
gunshot went to his arm.
Imagine how much dirt is in his pants right now.
Pocket sand for all boys.
Imagine how much that
No.
probably hurts.
This is like
Especially since his arm was shot.
these
Yeah,
like
that is some road rash right there.
That is a tight belt. I'll tell you what.
he is on the farthest notch in just to have it as tight as it possibly can.
Oh,
Ow.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like the
Yeah.
Wayne's World scene. They're head banging in the car.
He's
Now
like,
do
now
this
you do
thing."
it.
yeah, I was gonna say we could get them.
Still down there.
Oh,
Oy!
Just like Mad Max.
I like how he kind of tries to do it, but he doesn't.
he didn't
The
have
going
right
under the
belt.
car, we didn't. That scene's so good. That part of this scene, going under the
Yeah.
car is really cool.
This whole scene is like the Mad Max scene.
Yeah,
If you ever want to watch Mad Max Fury
We
Road.
should watch a
the-
Mad Max. I own Fury Road, but I like to see the older ones.
I watched
I
the
would.
first older one, and I didn't really like it. But I heard the sequels to the first older one are really good.
I saw Fury Road in theaters, and it was really good.
Fury Road is like one of my favorite
It's amazing.
movies. This part's really funny
Yeah.
Why did they all do this for him?
because they don't
He's
like
got
him.
a town on his side.
I was gonna say, was it a pre-existing agreement?
Nobody
A
likes
bit,
Nazis.
yeah.
Real recognize real. I'd say simple as that.
Wow, dude, these guys really are bad guys.
Do they just throw it at a
Stuff.
dog?
My
I just heard like,
cabbages.
Oh,
I just heard like a dog whine when they threw it.
our subtitle said "dog whimpering."
Wait, my
Now
subtitles
they-
just like
all
turned
seeing
off.
epic.
The arc.
I think I'm a little behind.
You're behind, Kyle.
I just moved up 10 seconds. I think I was about that. What's
I
the
got- They're talking to the captain right now.
Are you on? Yeah, you just
okay?
okay.
I have 25-40 left on the
I have 25 left.
oh, shoot.
25, 22.
Whoa.
Okay, then I should be good.
Boom. Roasted.
Epic.
Aw, Posty.
Aw, you're my good friend. Indy has friends. Is Sala in other movies? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
he's in.
Indiana Jones: The Adventures of Sala.
He's in which one you said?
The Last Crusade.
He's in Last Crusade. Okay.
Oh, is he?
Kyle Reynolds, do you like Temple of Doom?
I got a smooch.
I do. I just think it's like I think Temple of Doom is like a good fun movie. It just doesn't like I don't know, it doesn't fit in as well, I feel like, with the other movies.
Yeah. And
I only
especially when they
remember
come
two
back to
parts of it.
3. I really
Yeah,
like
I mean,
Last
like
Crusade.
Temple of Doom being like just an okay Indiana Jones movie is still, you know, a really good movie.
Yeah.
It just to me, it just feels like the tone is off from like the first and the third movie.
I remember watching the third movie for the first time, and I had seen this one a couple times, and I was just really, just like blown away by like all the stuff they talk about with like Indy's family, and that like should have been the second one almost. I don't know. I'm not saying it should have like erasing one another because I like all three of them, but
Yeah. Wait, and just like the first and the third movie, love that part. The first and the third movie like just have like all this like lore. Like the second movie is just like, I mean, it's just like an action movie basically.
yeah, it's pretty standard, not much story, kind of just like they kind of had
Yeah,
like cool
and
ideas for like the
I feel
villain.
like this is like that Temple of Doom is more like just focused on like the action,
Yeah,
whereas like this is more like the adventure.
right. That's a good point. And I feel like they maybe just even like had the idea like that a guy like rips hearts out of chests and like they're just like that write
Someone
it.
drew a
Let's
picture on the
let's shoot it.
whiteboard.
Get the camera. We have Harrison Ford for like 30 days before he does like the next Star Wars movie, so let's get going.
We gotta film this in a month.
Yeah.
What is he gonna say next?
Well, he liked the character. He liked playing Indiana Jones a lot more than
Where else
Really?
does it hurt, Indy?
Hey, he didn't point there. You get away from him.
Mr. Jones.
This is a very sweet. Oh, he put on his lips. Oh,
What?
Whoa.
Shoulder. How does
I
it
feel
hurt?
like he's actually applying too much pressure if he's actually in pain.
Yeah, that looks really painful. We should
That's
should
not
stop.
6 feet.
I don't think she's a registered nurse.
That is not 6 feet at all.
He just passed out. Your kiss was so boring.
Indy. Indy's going to bed.
She's just like, wow, thanks.
She got that. Never mind what you say.
There's Takashi.
Oh, whoa. Takashi.
Well,
I
your
just
room
said
right
that.
now with the rat. Yeah, it's Drew's room. I have the Ark of the Covenant in my room. Right over there.
Whoa.
Well, that rat kind of
It's
freaking out.
It's going wild.
That rat was like CGI almost. It looked like, but it wasn't.
You think that's the same rat from The Departed?
It's his brother.
I realized I said, that's my room, and I immediately noticed the swastika on screen. Yeah, that's Drew's room.
What's behind the animation?
Guys, we really shouldn't turn the camera. Wait a minute. What happened? Okay.
I love
It was
his.
really hot in the room.
The sailor's turtleneck is so fire. That's just
That's
great. That's a look right there.
That's the captain.
Oh, sorry.
Well, check your biases, Caleb.
So much happens in this movie. It's really astounding, honestly.
Right? All killer, no filler.
Yeah.
Movie is just this nonstop like a beauty.
She's a beaut. The rat. Yeah, going back to Clayton's question, do you think these rats come from a long line of acting families and it's just like the departed rat flushed away?
Do you think these rats eventually grow up to be cooks?
Yeah, anyone can cook.
We got more Ratatouille soon.
I will.
That's you can't. That's like,
We got a lot of
I thought about it, but then I was just like, I'll just bleep it. It'll be funny.
It'll be worth it.
Dick move, dude.
Man, this guy's a real one. He's taking one for the team and just acting like a real creepazoid.
We're headed to Toledo, Ohio.
oh no!
Jeez, what?
Is that allowed?
What?
Caleb, you don't have to censor anything with that.
I was gonna make a joke earlier, and I stopped myself because I was like, "Yeah, maybe it's not appropriate," but it was not nearly as bad as all of these.
Whoa.
Oh,
That dress is kind of revealing.
I don't remember this.
The jacket just blows off, and he just goes.
Oh, I love that device in movies. It's always I feel like,
Compass?
is that a compass? Is it a compass? I thought it was. It looks like.
Compasses, man.
I love when they use that.
I thought a compass was different. I really
Lovecraft
did. I really thought the old school compasses were different. Oh no.
You know, During World War II, during the Prohibition, when they were using compasses.
No.
It's multiple compasses are just come by.
What if
No.
they just shot the ship? Well,
I think the
the
Matt. No, Matt.
I think we should just stop.
I thought
We should just
when
stop.
I heard it come out of my mouth, I was like, all right, nobody picked
Oh,
it
hey,
up.
look, it's the map thing from Indiana Jones. Let's talk about Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
That was worth it. I don't
there's
care.
some scenes coming up that we can't say terrible things over.
What are y'all doing over here?
That's like King Kong Island.
Whoa, that's the drawing. I just saw something about that. That's like a. He painted that.
That giant rock island? Is that Madagascar?
Wow.
Or Alex the Lion is? From Madagascar?
That's our next movie.
No, can
you know
we watch?
what
We should watch Wild West.
The
Instead
circus.
of Madagascar, what's that one movie that was like just a complete ripoff? Like
I was gonna
Wild?
talk about
The
that.
Wild?
It's the Disney version. What's it called?
I don't know.
The Wild Tales.
The Wild?
Yeah, with the koala.
I don't. What'd you say, Dylan?
I think it's called The Wild. It's like Kiefer
The
Sutherland,
Wild.
isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's it.
Yeah,
Ouch.
It's like bad.
it's just a complete ripoff of Madagascar.
I really, really.
Yeah.
I was a big fan of
Guys, but what
Madagascar.
about Wild Wild West with Will Smith?
I would watch that. That'd be funny.
What about Shark Tales?
I loved that as a kid.
We should watch Back to the Future 3.
Or Shark Tales.
Shark Tales too.
Shark Tale.
Oh,
Shark
one is
Tale Tale of Two
disconnected.
Kitties. It's still an option.
That's the chats. First book. Okay.
Oh, it don't fit.
That's what happens when I let Caleb try on one of my shirts.
I thought you were just gonna say I'd try on a shirt in general.
Oh, no, it's not of mine.
I'm glad she just said one of yours.
Oh, because I feel like we've been in that exact scene where it's like we need to like change clothes for a sketch or something.
Yeah.
It's just like, here, try this on. It's my largest shirt I own.
That was cool.
Why are they speaking English?
They got it.
Because they're
Audience.
That's the only language ever spoken in the
Well, no,
world.
it's
Read.
they're on an island off the coast of.
It's the common language because that guy is French. They're talking to him.
Oh, I just heard. I thought they were all German.
You know, the
Now I hear it. Yeah.
Belloc is French, so like he doesn't understand German, obviously.
I know that this is kind
I
of like
also
a.
thought that and then remembered.
That dude has one jawline, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty
He's
good.
so handsome. I wonder what he looks like now.
Looks like the Crimson Chin.
I wish he would be my dad.
Harrison Ford has like the perfect amount of facial hair, but I like can never pull off like having that little because it looks awful.
I like how petty Indiana Jones is that he can't just like walk by Belloc without like shoulder checking him.
That's me when I see Kyle Reynolds at the station.
Keep your eyes shut. We're about to get it.
Is this Spielberg's best?
Yeah.
Well, I know you'd say yeah. 'Cause it'd be funny if you were just like, no.
What about E.T.?
I like E.T. a lot.
I love E.T.
I think
Fine.
Jurassic
Not
Park is
Indiana
my favorite.
Jones.
Jurassic
Well,
Park,
The hair.
perhaps. I think.
George Costanza.
I think Jurassic Park is probably Spielberg's best.
I'd say that, yeah.
Schindler's List is really good. I know it's like not like the typical Spielberg movie, but like it's really good.
I like.
Have you seen The Empire of the Sun?
No, I've not.
Great movie. You should watch it.
I would
Or
probably say
Saving Private Ryan would probably be another one that I would
Yeah.
think of.
You're about to get the quad kill.
You might get the air strike.
Why does people put their guns down?
This is just playing
Hello
GTA when you get up like on a building.
This is like GTA, you just stealing cars and just like
The Halo announcer guy's getting ready on the mic like this is about to be insane.
oh, the Fly. Did you guys see
Fly
that?
on his face.
Just
He
went
just
his
ate
mouth.
that fly.
He just ate it. Yeah, it was like a little lizard.
He's an actor.
Yeah, that was the thing I also read. He just was like, yeah, I'll just eat it.
Nah.
How do they know it would even get blown up? It's like solid gold.
I know they probably said this earlier, but like, what exactly is the Ark of the Covenant? I don't know enough about like the Bible in general to like.
I used to know what it was. I forgot.
I'm pretty sure it was carried around, and I could be completely wrong. So I'm sorry if I am, but I'm pretty sure it's the Nazis wanted in this movie because it will make their army invincible. During the Crusades, I believe it was a relic that was believed to make armies invincible.
It says
That's what
also-
one said at the beginning.
its historical significance is it's said to hold the two stone tablets of the Ten Commandments.
Okay.
If you ever want a really dumb show to watch on the History Channel, The Curse of Oak Island is super entertaining. 10 out of 10 recommend. There's this island, I think it's in like Massachusetts or off the coast of Massachusetts. I believe all these like holy relics are buried there. So they keep digging. All they find is wood and rocks, and they think it's proof that eventually they'll find it. It's pretty
Well,
entertaining.
I think it's like treasure, and it probably is, but it's almost impossible to actually get to.
But the Old Testament had like accounts of the Jewish people using the Ark of the Covenant to win battles, so that the 12 tribes of Israel could reclaim their promised land in Israel.
Oh, okay. This whole scene is like just filmed really beautifully, just like at night, and just like there's the gold
with a wax dummy.
With the wax dummies.
What do you mean wax dummy?
Who you calling dummy?
Harrison.
Who you calling?
Who are you calling chicken?
He's like pocket sand.
Chicken.
I hate pocket sand.
Rough and coarse, gets everywhere.
Oh.
He's like, yeah, I don't care.
I like how he put his hand under the first guy's hand, like make sure, like, wait, is it really just sand?
I don't remember how this goes on. Ah.
It's your eyes.
Goofing Off Studios be like. Yeah, the TriCaster when I try to put an image on the TVs in the back.
The TriCaster after a 24-hour live stream.
TriCaster for 5 minutes. Juan's like, just turn it off and back on again. That's fine.
Like a golden goat.
Hey, it works half the time.
That's a sweet cane. I want that.
It has goats on it.
I'd walk
Golden
around.
goat.
The golden
I'd
goat.
walk around with that.
Disembodied voice is hissing.
Who is a golden goat? Just to like write this ending in your movie. That's pretty cool. Well,
Pretty good practical, cool effects there.
yeah. Oh.
All right, guys, we have to close our eyes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I really did think I had to close my eyes as a kid. I was like, if I look at it, that'll happen to me.
I let all the ghosts out.
I should have closed my eyes as a kid. This was terrifying.
Yeah.
It was.
It really is like
terrifying.
a very scary end to like a movie that's like very set in reality the whole time.
That's kind of what I like about this, though. It's really unique.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's why. Like, I don't like Crystal Skull, but like everyone was like, "Oh, it was aliens at the end." That's so dumb. And I'm like, well, like that can happen. It's just the rest of the movie is terrible.
Looking.
The music's so good. Wow.
I really did think I had to close my eyes here.
Yeah, this is horrifying. This is scarier than I remember it being.
Oh.
Oh, that was me. The camera guy.
He's like, I had the shot.
That wasn't scary.
That's oh. There it is.
It's like
Time
50% of the time I eat Chipotle.
Oh,
It's half and half.
That
Put
was
a hair dryer up to a wax figure and filmed it for like an hour.
I do like the logic that closing your eyes will save you from like the literal like just swaths of fire.
The fires of heaven.
Wow.
Just like
Oh, is the
Indiana
ark just
Jones.
travel into the sky?
Yeah, it's just like Indiana Jones in the fridge.
That's basically just like the version of closing your eyes. Is a different way to do it. Closing the fridge.
Whoa, the perfect bottle flip.
You think they
You
put that in
flinched.
reverse?
Now you have to marry your mother-in-law.
Bro.
He's like, yo, who burned the sage? Clearing the vibe.
You know, it would have been kind of
They-
heartbreaking if she did look though. Like
They
if she,
didn't.
Why don't they just mail it to Hitler? Just open it.
Keep your eyes wide open, my guy.
Free shipping.
He's like, I got this big old chest.
Prime 2-day delivery. There's the Washington
Egypt.
Monument.
Yeah, there it is.
Whoa. He's
Top
meeting Obama.
Men.
What if Obama walked out with the drone?
This is the prohibition.
Let me be clear.
How did I get here?
I'm here by this ancient tool. I have a compass.
Indiana Jones is a great man.
Michelle, meet Indiana.
How and I been seeking the Ark of the Covenant for years.
Is that William Taft?
Oh, please. My boy.
FDR's president right now. Where's he at?
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, right now. Look at your watch.
We brought him back.
See you in the next movie.
She looks like Shelley Duvall. Like
No, I don't drink. I'm an archaeologist. I'm serious about my job.
It's the prohibition, don't you know?
let it die. Please.
Whoa, he put his arm out. Whoa.
their love theme starts out the exact same as Han and Leia's.
Oh wow, yeah.
They're like, da-na.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Are they gonna send it to
Wow.
Hitler?
Not so original, are you, Johnny?
And the government never said, let's try to harness this power.
Where's the giant magnet?
That's a painting.
Yes.
That is a painting, yes.
Where's
Yeah.
the skull?
It's like there.
Where's Stan Lee?
Yeah, we did it.
Gone.
Wow, there's the end. Wow. In the Amazon warehouse.
No.
Jeff Bezos.
The warehouse scene is so iconic too.
Do you think this is where they keep Mumbo number 6?
Kick Matt out of the call. Oh, I'm gone.
Is that where
Oh, wow, I
Despacito
just
2
realized you can
is?
see my whole unkempt bed.
Property master.
Matt Reed, I'm sitting in my whole unkempt bed.
Oh,
I am also sitting
the
in
Midnight Gospel. No, please. I don't want to.
Every time, Money
Yeah, what?
Heist.
and 7 Deadly Sins. And Money Heist. Guess I'm watching Beastars.
I guess I'm watching the Midnight Gospel.
Whoa, Popeye's alive.
I got Absurd Planet as a recommendation.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Well,
Me and Kyle are watching Beastars now.
oh, that's the end.
I guess.
Well, that's the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark.
And the bunny.
I think we can all agree that it is good.
Okay.
End.
Yeah, I think it's horrible.
What do you guys think individually?
It was good, start to finish.
Yeah, Matt, what did you think in the beginning?
Yeah, Matt, what did you think of the beginning scene?
Well, I thought the beginning scene was just probably action-packed, if I remember correctly.
It's not.
Well, it was packed with great acting.
Yeah.
acting packed.
No, Harrison Ford really kicked it up in the second half. The first half, his acting was awful. Sorry, so you got the best bits,
That's a bold claim.
So, has you guys' opinion changed at all on this movie? Do you
I
like
like the ride even more.
Like it better or worse? Same?
Still
Same,
not
yeah.
as good as The Last
I like it
Crusade.
a lot. Yeah.
It's
I like
so
the
wrong.
ride.
Still one of my favorites.
One of your favorites?
I love
for
it.
sure.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I really like the fact that it ages well, even though there still is not using any CG effects. It's using a lot of matting paintings.
I like the paintings too.
Yeah, it's just really, really well done and really good script. And this is why Spielberg may not be liked by many, or he's criticized a lot as a director, but he knows how to entertain.
Yeah.
Very rewatchable movie.
Just it seems very timeless almost. It's been, what, 40 years?
Almost 40 years, yeah.
Yeah, it's still great. It still holds up. Does anyone have anything else they want to add one-on-one?
Yeah. So I've always heard this, and I'm just curious what you guys think. And I saw this on an episode of the Big Bang Theory, but people also have told me this, that Indiana Jones is not essential to the plot of this movie at all. Without him, the Nazis still find the Ark of the Covenant, and then they open the Ark and they all die. And then the movie...
I was thinking about that, but how would the Nazis have found the Ark without Indiana Jones? Because they only had half the staff.
And they didn't have his intelligence or his
So
know-how.
they get the piece from that lady's necklace?
What's that?
Or had it on his hand?
Yeah, but he's the one that went down.
Yeah,
remember, like
I don't get it.
the miniature set, and he found the
because he
the
had the full.
eyepiece.
Yeah, he had the full eyepiece.
And then he was the one that was able to locate it. Like while everyone else was kind of like digging through the sand, he was able to recognize that they were standing in the lost city. And
Okay. I guess that's fair, but I mean, given time, don't you think they would have found it? And also, when they went to go get Miri, and Indy wouldn't be there to interfere, so they'd obviously, get her piece of the puzzle in that regard.
And then who gets the Ark in the end? Not the Americans.
That's true. That's
I
true.
think
I was
the
just
fact that it's an adventure. Oh, never mind. You're good.
No, like this movie, like it's an adventure movie. Like it doesn't like
That's
Indiana
what I
Jones.
was saying. Yeah.
It's not.
It's the journey, not the destination. Damn it.
That's what I said. Because Indiana Jones.
movie. I'm not trying to knock it. I just always thought that was an interesting bit, because even with that plot detail, and even though it was made, in the 80s, it's still a fun adventure movie, and there's literally nothing else like it out there. And when we were trying to think of other good adventure movies, there's few and far in between that can fit into the Indiana Jones type style. Yeah. And it's executed flawlessly, casted really well, and I love it, scored beautifully. And I do love this movie, but that part always bugged me, but it makes sense rewatching it. They wouldn't be able to find it, and then Americans wouldn't get it in the end.
The movie isn't about finding the Ark of the Covenant and all that stuff. It's about Indiana Jones going on an adventure with all that stuff. Like he is the primary. Like even if he doesn't do anything, he's still the primary
vessel
focus of the movie.
Yeah. Guys, hear me out.
The movie's called the Ark of the Covenant. You can't tell me that it's not about finding the Ark of the Covenant.
Guys,
it's about the Raiders of the Lost Ark, right?
It's literally about finding the Covenant. But the reason the movie is so good, and the reason that people love this movie, the reason it's the best movie ever made, is not because it's a movie simply about finding the Ark of the Covenant. It's because Indiana Jones, this amazing swashbuckling adventurer by night and a professor by day, goes to Egypt to find this thing with the hopes of preserving it. It's him. It's Indiana Jones. It's not the Nazis. It's not the Ark. It's Indy.
Okay.
Clayton, did you get
So
that?
the movie is more Indiana Jones and less Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Indy.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Guys, Doc Ock's in this movie.
Yeah.
I just watched the beginning scene, dude. He's there.
Are you watching the
No, he's
10
dead.
part,
Whatever. He's
Hey,
great.
Matt restarted. We have to restart, guys.
Matt Reed's watching this movie like a mystery novel where chapters are told at different times.
Nick, I wonder
I'm gonna get to the end of the movie. I'm gonna get to the end of the chapter and be like, "Man, this movie made no sense."
I just realized how defensive we all get over the movie.
Well, that just shows how much we all like it, and obviously how
This is why.
important it is in general.
It shows how good this movie is and how bad Big Bang Theory is.
This is exactly why I refuse
won't
to be
argue,
here
but
if
it's
you
not mine.
watch any of the new trilogies.
This
Star
movie
Wars.
walked so Shia LaBeouf could swing from vines.
Yeah.
True.
I gotta watch that one. And this was such a treat. It was so fun to watch with all you guys. I wanna, if anyone has any last thoughts, I'll give them the floor now. But I do want to say that I really loved it. I loved watching it for one of my earlier watches, I'd say, in history. The history of me watching this movie. I'm sure there will be many more watches to come because it's just such a good movie, and you can learn something and appreciate something new with each watch. I understand why I've seen people say that they've watched this movie like 200 times. Matt Reed is shaking like a brontosaurus figure or something.
Dude, it's an elephant nose on my
okay.
finger.
Thank you. And with that,
Sorry.
I will wrap it up. I think. Did anyone else have anything to add, or not much?
The ride is fantastic. If anyone gets a chance to go to Disneyland, the ride is.
The show is also good if you go to Disney World.
There you go.
Disney World's better than Disneyland.
It's true.
Except no Indiana Jones ride.
Yeah, but what about Pioneer Water Park?
But Indiana Jones ride.
What about? I don't know. I've never been to Disneyland.
Cedar Point has Snoopy.
What about that place that
I'm out.
Johnny Knoxville did that movie about?
Six Flags has the old man dancing in those commercials.
Okay, that's about enough of that.
Okay. Well, go ahead and wrap it up.
Well,
Yep. The Ohio State Fair has a guy throwing an axe at a log.
the Movie Snobs Watch Along podcast has its end.
Wait, was that it?
No, I want to thank.
Bye.
It might be the end. I want to thank Clayton Schrock, Dylan Bowe, Michael Macon, Drew Brown, Kyle Glockner, Professor Juan Contreras, our general manager of ZTV, Nick McFadden, Kyle Reynolds, and better late than never, Matt Reed. Thanks so much for joining us.
Better never than later.
Let us know what we should watch next on this little podcast ditty.
And why it should be Shark Tales.
And why it should be Shark Tale. Tweet me at ZTV Goofing Off, or personally. I said my Twitter earlier, if you remember it. I won't say it again.
Call Caleb. His number is.
I wasn't there. Can we just say it again? I wasn't there for that.
Call me. I'll answer maybe.
Caleb lives at 312.
No.
D. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
Hashtag it Movie Snobs if you tweet me. Let me know. Yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys. If you actually watched along, let us know what we should improve. Less bleeps, perhaps? Let us know. All right. See ya. Everyone wave bye and say bye.
No.
Bye. Whoa.
All right, I stopped recording.